What's up, guys? Are we live? Are we live? Did I what's up too early? Might have gone what's up too early. It's showing me that we're not live. I don't know if we're live or not. Stream settings for latency. Okay, what's going on here? Alright, I got like a massive lag on the start. I think we're live. I think we're live. Are we live? What up, Bronson? How you doing, man? Alright, let's see here. Oh, congrats, Jose. That's awesome, man. Alright, I need to do a couple of things here real quick, guys. We just finished up Siege, and... Well, I just finished up Siege, and I gotta fix a couple of builds here before I lose track of what I did. And then we're gonna jump kind of straight into re-apps today. Let's see, all of these are deep, right? First things first, let me get my Carcano rune. Alright, let's see, 6, yeah, so 41, 14. Alright, that's the one. Why did it not? Oh, come on, man. Seriously? Okay. Okay, we use this one. Should be fine. Do I have? What up, Leggy? How you doing, man? 97's my best here. Okay. 98. Huh. There it is. Okay, we got it. Ah, it wants Camilla again. Of course you do. Of course you want Camilla. Okay. Don't love this build, but I think it will work. Bio 6, attack percent, speed. What up, Ace? How you doing, bro? Pulled the Fire Onimuji earlier, Jose. Fire Onimuji, I feel like she's a very underrated unit, but generally speaking, unfortunately the answer is probably I have not seen her being used effectively anywhere. So while I feel like she's underrated, I don't know that I can give you a great way to use her at the moment. No RTA versus viewers today. Today is actually somewhat of an unscheduled stream. I had a mix-up on my stream schedule. I accidentally gave people different dates, and so today's like a bonus stream, basically. 16. Okay, we're gonna hold off on that. Alright. Let's see this. What up, Pedrowski? How you doing? I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. Doing well, Ace. Doing well. Yeah, Alex, that's a pretty accurate assessment. Significantly more difficult, but definitely a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of fun. Alright, let me see something here. So this is 196, so 18 is the lowest I can go. Why wouldn't this be? Oh, because of the crit rate, right? So we're only getting 6 crit rate there. Could I get one of these where I could just gem crit rate in? Not from that. Not from that. Why wouldn't this be better? Gain defense and speed. Yeah, this certainly looks better. A little wasted crit rate. On this one, I lose 5 crit rate, I gain crit damage, I lose some defense. When I lose 5 crit rate, gain a bunch of stats that I don't necessarily need. Same thing here. Same thing here. And that rune's in use. So this is probably my best bet. Oh, nice, bro. I think I do have an RTA versus viewers coming up. I don't remember exactly when, but I think there is one coming up. Sunday I know is Rift Beast scores. Hopefully I'll have enough mana for that. I really hope I don't have to buy an FR hard ticket for that one. Yeah, I hope I don't have to buy an FR ticket for that one, but we'll see. That was a Rift. Okay. So we gain defense, we gain the 1 speed, doesn't matter. We're wasting a little bit of crit rate here. We're wasting a little bit of crit rate here. I wonder if we have a better option here. 19 speed. If I were to do this, what would it look like? It's actually the same 9 crit rate, right? Oh, wait, that's the wrong set. Okay. We're gonna do this now. We just lose a lot of stats. No value there. If we do this, crit damage is nice, but I think I like the crit rate more here. If I do this, yeah, same deal. Whole waste not, want not thing. I feel, let's see, now this, 6 crit damage for 6 crit rate. Now I think we're better off with this. I hate wasting crit rate. So that's 8. We're wasting 3 crit rate. Is there a way to fix this up? Maybe the Vio 6 attack percent over crit rate 16. This looks better actually, right? No, we gain 46 attack and we lose a crap ton of other stats. Okay, that makes no sense. What about this? Now we lose 1 crit rate. Could we get 9 on this? That would be perfectly not possible. Perfectly not possible. That's already max. I like the extra defense, but I think the HP matters more here. Not this one. So in this case, we're gaining speed that we don't really need. The other stats are nice, but we lose a ton of accuracy. Now this rune's the better fit. This rune's the better fit. So this puts us at, what, 197. We're 2 speed over. The only thing I could do is just, yeah, let's see here. So let's go destroy 3. What do we need here again? We need 18 speed or higher. Yeah, Siege, Alex. Siege. Did this. Well, this is Siege offense, not Siege defense. And it's not part of a comp. This actually is not bad here. So in this case, let's see, we would gem crit rate over this. I just need 5 or so. Of course. Of course. Yeah, that's not worst case scenario or anything. Alright, let's go ahead and put... And I can't even put the defense back on. Are you kidding me, bro? What a rip. What a rip right there. Okay. I have a 19 crit rate here. I did not. Can't boost that. Can't boost that. Can't boost that. Cannot boost that. Do we just take 99 crit rate? This isn't even a better rune, man. It's not even a better rune. Okay. Bro, I really hate wasting stats. This, though... Oh no, I lose 20 speed? I can't take a 20 speed hit, can I? This is missing a speed gem. I think I've still not gotten the speed gem. Yeah, it's a speed gem. Let's see. 11 crit rate. Now we gotta go speed here. If we go back to the original rune, the 10 resistance means nothing. 10 resistance means nothing. Is this re-appable? Ooh. There we go. Let's just re-app this. Well, now it's too slow, but it's a better rune. Is it a better rune? One there, two there. Let's try one more time. Interesting. What up, Yoli? How you doing? One there, two there. That's an interesting rune. Alright, first of all, do I have a speed grind? I do. I don't know exactly. It should be 3. I think it's 3 sieges away, Vlad. Okay, that looks better. That looks better. That looks better. Alright, so we're gonna need defense artifacts on him. 2 defense artifacts. First one is gonna be skill 1 crit damage. Skill 1 accuracy's away. Skill 1 crit damage. Crit damage is the enemy HP. Wow, 43% less. That's so useless. That's so useless for him. So I guess this is the one. And can we get something better there? Skill 1 recovery, skill 3 crit damage, speed up defense up, HP life drain, crit damage taken, bomb speed up effect, tack up effect. Nah, skill 3 accuracy. There it is. There it is. Okay. That one will work. And then damage on wind. Damage on wind and water. Wind and water isn't much. Wind and fire. Attack up effect. Wind and fire. Oh, that's the one. Ah, that's the one. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Cool. I think he's done. Dude, huge grats on the C2, man. That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. Happy for you, man. Alright. So I just kind of needed to get that done because I ran the optimizer on it earlier and we've had some challenges here with my PC crashing in previous days, so I wanted to get some stuff shut down. Okay, so Carcano, Bio-Destroy, artifacts are done, Rune is maxing, that's good, the Fangs are good, Rules are good, Digger's done, Tractor's done, he's done. Okay. Cool. Okay. Okay, only one more thing I gotta check for on my account, then we'll get a little bit more caught up here. Just really wanted to, I was really worried that we were gonna have another crash after, every time the stream crashes, it messes up the stream, right? So Just wanted to make sure I didn't wind up with another crash here. And there's one more thing I have to check for. I took an artifact off someone and I can't remember who during Siege. So I just want to make sure I don't miss that. Okay, not Charlotte. Perna's actually, I noticed Perna was missing an artifact. Let's see. Mallet needs a build. Chow needs a build. Needs a build. That's it, right? What are we at? We're at 100% here. Okay, Robo. Just one missing. Oh, wait, was it that one? Naomi, no. Alright, guys, bear with me just a second. We're almost there. We're almost there. Okay, I think we're good. Alex, I think the cause is just this PC is a little bit older and the graphics card is a little bit older, and what I really need is like I need to get a new PC, and the new PC is, what I need for YouTube is probably like a $3,000 PC, so I haven't wanted to do it. I need something with a much more, I need something with a much better graphics card, basically. But yeah, so this PC now, it's 3 years old because I bought it right before I started YouTube. So I guess it's about 2.5 years old, but it had I literally bought it right before I started YouTube, so I had a cheap graphics card because at the time I didn't need you know, a great graphics card because I wasn't doing YouTube. And the optimizer now runs through the GPU, and I feel like as the PC is getting older, I'm starting to get the occasional crash when I use the optimizer. Bro, Sam, huge grats, man. Did you take the Swift one? I mean, I could, Alex, but have you seen what a GPU costs? Just the GPU is like $2,000, so at that point I may as well just buy the updated PC. Alright, we have 13 re-apps on my account, so that's what we're actually going to start with is my account. I guess we had 15, but I used a couple on this rune right here. So 14, we got 14 re-apps on my account. Ooh, Sam, nice, man, huge grats. That's awesome, bro. So Frank, once you have a consistent GB12 team, the next step is to build consistent teams for Necro, for Dragons, and for your R5. What I would suggest for you, Frank, I have a progression guide video. I'm going to drop a link into chat. It's a little bit older. Like, I'm not going to lie. I did that video about a year ago. It's not maybe 100% updated for where we are today, but I think it's still about 85–90%. It's a good place to start. I don't think anybody's done a newer one since then. Do we have any mods on stream? Because it looks like I don't have the link in there. If one of the mods could drop the link for the progression guide video on my channel, I'd appreciate it. Alright, so we are going to come over here into the optimizer. We're going to take a look. Since I only have 4... Alex, by the way, Alex has over 200 re-apps. Yeah, Alex, so, I mean, for what I need something... I need basically... It's probably going to be like 1,500, yeah, for editing videos and stuff. So Alex has over 200 re-apps. We're basically just going to rotate through all his runes. In my case, I have way too many runes to rotate through. So what we're actually going to do is load up the optimizer and find the targets on my account. So we'll go ahead and just show you guys the optimizer now. So we're going to go not innate, we're going to go not speed, not attack, not defense, not HP. Obviously needs to be 6-star, not ancient. We're looking at Vio, Swift, Destroy, and Will. Also Revenge. My Revenge game is really weak. I actually might want to do Revenge or Destroy over the others. And then we'll throw in some Despair as well. We're going to rule out anything that is currently over 80% efficiency. That should work. That gives us 2 targets to start with. It looks like this Vio 2 is actually pretty good. This just lacks grinds. As a matter of fact, while we're at it, let me see, I might have some grinds. Let me throw them on so it doesn't pop up in the next search. So attack percent in inventory. this one right here. Yeah, I thought I had a couple grinds. Not a good rune, but it's a good enough rune. So we take that. Let's see here. Now the other target was a Vile 4 attack percent. That's a potential Onimusha rune, but it's not really what I want to be doing right now. So, no Ancient Legend, that's all good. So let's bring this up to like 85 then. Why is it? That's weird. That's weird that I have that few targets. Well, no, I guess it makes sense. I think I had re-upped everything. So we've got a Swift 6 resistance rune. I don't really want to do that one. Let's bring this up here to 88. We have a Swift 5 garbage rune. Okay, let's speed chase a little bit. Because Swift 5, my Swift 5's not terrible. Swift 5's not terrible, but yeah, 28 speed. So if we could improve upon that, that would be nice. So this rune on the Diva is 18% HP. Let's see here. Alright. I mean, realistically, yeah, this rune could be better. This rune could be better. For a Swift rune, this could be better. That is not better, though. That is definitely not better. The crit damage innate, not super great for a Swift rune. That's not better. Gonna be one of those days, guys. On my side, not on Alex's side, only on my side. My account's a lot harder to... Really, bro? That's the second freaking time. I re-upped a 40 HP Swift slot 3 the other day. I can't even see any reason to take that. In any other set, that's a nice rune, but in Swift, that's not. So. Nice, nice. Okay. What's up, Blue Ken? How you doing, bro? Just before I stopped playing Summoner's War, just started again. Wondering if BJR5 is still worth it. Yes, so BJR5 is still worth it because most of us run our BJR5 team as one of our solo teams. So you build BJR5, it'll help you build the rest of your solo R5, and then you'll keep that team to run your solo. Frank says, should I try to go straight into Trikaru? I have them all 2-8, but I don't have the runes to build the team. Frank, honestly, the answer to that is... let's see. Ace. It's probably gonna play it in the background now. Oh wow, that just messed me up. It loaded into chat. That was weird. Oops, something went wrong. That's a dead link, Ace. That is showing me a dead link. Let me see here. It's just something about how it's linking for me. Okay, let's try opening. Let's try it like this. Yeah, it's still showing me a dead link, bro. I'm not sure. Okay, let's run over to my YouTube. Yeah, well, that's kind of weird. It's just, yeah, anyway. So it is this one we're looking for. I don't know if that's the same video because I couldn't see which one you linked. It probably is the same video. It's just something weird about how it's linking for me. I think it's just because I'm linking at a chat or something. Hey, congratulations on the prom, huh, bro? Bob, we do not need any more. Today was an unscheduled stream, actually. So, Frank, to answer your question, I think it honestly depends on if you're free to play. So, if you're not free to play, it's very easy to build Trikaru. That's one of the areas that money can help you progress fastest in the game, honestly. Simply because you can buy a couple of rune packs and your Trikaru's done. But if you are free to play, then it could take you much longer, and at that point, I think you'll benefit more by building other stable teams in order to farm the runes out. Alright, this rune not doing so great for us. We're going to move off of Swift and not Speed Chase. I don't seem to have a lot of great targets, though. That's this is kind of weird. I thought I would have more targets. Alright, so I've got a... Yep, no. I thought I had more targets, man. Alright, there's a Swift 5 on Kabila that's kind of trash. It's the same thing. Aleve, so I do rune service. My rate is $50 an hour. you can check on my website right underneath the screen here if you're interested. Unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to just help. Like, I wish I could help everybody. I really do wish I could help everybody, but there'd be no way I could ever keep up. There'd be no way I could ever keep up with all the requests. So I have to do it on a paid basis, unfortunately. Man, I got no freaking targets here. How is this possible? All right, let's do a couple like this. Alright, Bio 5, yeah, Bio 5, we're not doing a Bio 5. Bio 4 defense, I have a Revenge 6 attack, that one's kind of bad. No, it's honestly because I haven't farmed runes in so long. Like, all I farm now is artifacts and BJR5, so all of my runes have been re-apped and gemmed and grinded long ago. I have so few runes as targets. Oh man, this is actually on Lucian, so I can't re-app that. Okay, I have a Vile 1 on a Ladriel. Let's see, what's the Vile 1 on a Ladriel look like? 17% attack. This might actually be a decent rune. I think we might just be speed chasing on that Swift for all the re-apps. Let's see. Yeah, this is actually, it's not a good rune, but it's not a bad one. It's already triple grindable. So I'm speed chasing with no innate, or I'm speed chasing with innate. Let's go ahead and just speed chase, I guess. Iron Scare, no, bro. The thing is, it can take like an hour for me to run each build in the optimizer for me because I have so many runes. So it wouldn't make any sense to do that long in a stream. Plus, it takes me a good 14 hours to build my RTA box. It just wouldn't work, unfortunately. Alright, so the rune that I was re-apping was 12 crit rate, right? And it's on somebody. It's on Diva. Alright. Here we go, guys. We need speed. This is literally like the only target I can find on my account. So this is it. It's speed or nothing. Alex, don't worry. You'll have more targets. You will have more targets, okay? It got faster, but honestly, it's not usable. That's not usable. Empty speed at 15 speed is garbage. I'd rather have the 12 crit rate and gem in speed. That was closer. If this was attack, it might have been okay. But doesn't really do anything for us there. No attack there, so that doesn't do anything for us. This is ugly. This is ugly. But I got nothing, man. I have no targets on my account. I'm actually really disappointed that I have no targets. That's not much better. Yeah, actually, that's much worse. Yeah, no, it'd be silly for me to buy rune packs, bro. It makes no sense, man. It makes no sense. As OP as the rune packs are, I mean, it still doesn't really make a lot of sense for me to buy them. Plus, I don't want to spend money on rune packs. I got plenty to farm. I just don't farm runes. Alright, so that's it for me. That's it for my account. We got literally nothing. Don't worry. Again, Alex, like I said, yours will be better because you've got targets. I had no targets. All the targets on my account had already been re-apped. It's just weird. I thought I had one target. That was the thing that threw me off. I thought I had one target, which is why I was like setting this up. Alright, Alex, I am getting ready to log on to your account. Alex, do me a favor, just confirm that you're ready. Yeah, that's exactly it, bro. I took one for the team. I took one for the team right there. Alex with the super chat says smash the like button for a great re-app session and to Super R-Man. Bro, Alex, thank you very much for the super chat, man. Really appreciate it, bro. Alright, BlueStacks is crashed on me here. That was kind of the concern. I think we're going to have to go back to Nox. Do I have Nox still installed on this PC? Let me check that. I don't have Nox installed. Okay. I thought you were saying like super chat, our man. I was like, I appreciate it, man. All right, we're restarting BlueStacks here. While we do, let's go ahead. Oh crap! Okay, actually, I have to do a couple of these while we're waiting. Alright, let's just Poseidon and everything. All out, BlueStacks reloads. What's today? Thursday? Oh no, I have time. I have time. I have 2 days left, right? Okay. That's not good. Okay, that worked out. Okay, let's auto that. I actually want to try Oliver instead of Samoth for this team. I've been, so the thing with Oliver is that he actually can mess, not the thing with Oliver, the thing with Samoth is he can actually mess you up in certain situations, like if you AoE, you can trigger an Abellio or proc a Nemesis or something like that. I think there's some real value in using Oliver there. Alright, this one, see like right here, this would be a great spot for Oliver. Since we don't have Oliver set up, I think we'll go ahead and just Zyros this. I shouldn't be doing this in Inner Server, I should be bruisering, but I just haven't had time. I really enjoy Inner Server, I really do. So it kind of looks like I'm throwing it off, but it's just this round I haven't had the time. But I enjoy Inner Server quite a bit, and we'll probably take it more serious next season. Alright, there we go. BlueStacks uncrashed. Ooh. Tian Lang. This one's kind of tricky. Can I get in front of that Tian Lang with a speed lead? Probably not. This one actually does need to be bruiser, doesn't it? It does need the bruiser. Okay. Are all these guys runes? Fang's got runes. Nana's got runes. Tessa's got runes. Riley does not. Because the runes got moved to the other side. I should be able to auto that. More or less. Oh, that kind of hurt. Right. You go away. And now we can auto. Who do we focus here? Let's actually focus the Kinky while he's defense broken. Ooh, spare Kinky, huh? Alright, Alex, now I'm signing into your account. Got BlueStacks up on the other window. I love the password, bro. I love the password. Ready for a code? I can't decide if I like the Carnal T-Mog or not. I actually really like the Carnal. I really like the Carnal T-Mog, except because I haven't been running him. It feels painful. Like when he attacks you, it's demoralizing. That network connection delayed. Did that mess me up? No. Okay, we got our 6 of 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Okay, this clearly is food. If you look at the win rate, 2 wins all season. Despair Kinkies are annoying, man. Got Lima about a month ago. How do I build her? So Leaf said, I got Lima a month ago. How do I build her? I'm running her Vio Will 160 speed. That sounds like a good build to me. I mean, I don't have Lima, obviously, so you know, it's always hard to like compare against a monster you don't have, but that sounds like a really strong build to me. That does. That plus 160 Vio Will is solid, assuming she has stats. I don't think accuracy is the most important thing on her. It's certainly helpful, but I think you need her really tanky and you need amazing additional damage artifacts on her. Those are probably the biggest things right there. Did we reset the Samoth? think so. Yes, we did. Okay, cool. Alright, let's see here. This is, see, like, this is super YOLO. This is super YOLO. But the big thing, Alif, is speed tuning matters more than speed. Always remember that speed tuning matters more than speed. So if she's +1, okay. This might be bad. Yeah. Oh, that's not good. Please take a, no, stop, Perna! Seriously, Perna? Alright, reset. Oh, that was big. Okay. Why has this got 28 wins? It doesn't look threatening. It doesn't look threatening. Must be some crazy OP runes on this. Good effective HP to where your damage dealer doesn't get one shot. You gotta give me some context. Like, doesn't get one shot in what meta? Are you talking about for guild content? Are you talking about for, you know, I need some context. RTA or Guild War? I mean, so for our, holy crap, can we not land anything here? Wow, what a kinky, man. Okay, so you won't usually use Carcano in RTA for Guild War purposes. I mean, see, the thing is, like, there's no real magic answer to that, because so much of it depends on the comp and what you're bringing it in against and everything else. Generally speaking, if it's a pure damage dealer, you don't worry about effective HP as much unless you're going like bio will. So what you want to do is kind of protect it by AI manipulations and things like that. I don't know that there's a specific effective HP that you're looking for, but yeah, I mean, it's just a contextual thing, man. Like, I'd love to give you an answer, but it honestly depends. If you're bringing a Carcano in and you're expecting him to like take some hits before he takes a turn, like you're playing turn 2, I'd probably want 25k HP, 1k defense. But then maybe you're bringing him in where nothing's going to attack fire, right? So yeah, it's just kind of contextual. That's the second time I missed defense break on a Kinky, and this fight's going to take forever now. So much for cleaving. I also should have silenced right there. He is going to S2 now. Okay. Oh, I got lucky. If he S2'd, this fight would have possibly been a loss. Is Samoth built on pure damage? Yes, he is. These are the Samoth stats right here. Bob, I used Tractor Lulu Windy today. Yeah, I definitely think that they're still useful to have multiples of them. Depending on your level of siege, obviously, but it's just like a free win in siege. It's not a fun win. It kind of sucks that it's a free win, but it is a free win. Thoughts on Tiana, Rico, or Annabelle? Oh, that's tough. So Justin, I'd start off by asking what your fastest Swift set is, because if you can do a 210, 220 Tiana, then I would go Tiana. If you cannot, ooh, we gotta get you dead. We gotta get you dead. Okay, thank you. If you can do a 220, like if you can do a 310 Tiana, then you just gotta take Tiana. If you can't, then it's a little bit more of an open question. Do you think we can kill anything with Linda? I don't think we can kill anything with Linda. Yeah, all Poseidon's on Swift, Samoth's on Swift, Tiana obviously on Swift. The only Vio here is Galleon. I'll show all the stats right after this. Tiana, Rika, or Annabelle? So first of all, Annabelle's not a consideration there. Annabelle's not a consideration there. It's Tiana or Rika is the question. Rika gives you more PvE usefulness. Tiana gives you siege usefulness, so does Rika, but Tiana's probably more useful in most sieges. And then Tiana obviously is your arena offense. Yeah, Bob, I used my siege swords already. I'm in Apocalypse, Justin. I would say, you know, it comes back again. And Tiana's just unique. Rika can be partially duplicated by Thrain. Not really the same thing, but partially the same thing. So I would say Tiana, because nothing, I mean, Tiana gives you a guaranteed strip. Nothing else gives you a guaranteed strip. So yeah, at the end of the day, I think you have to go with the Tiana, because Rika, you can build a Thrain. And Thrain might not be quite as good, but he's awfully close. In some ways, he's even better. No, Bob, I rushed it, so I probably would have gone 10-0 if I wasn't streaming today. I've been trying not to stream on Siege days. I was trying to get in my attacks, and I rushed it. That's just the sad truth of the matter. And so I rushed my 9th attack. I was 8-0, and I lost it when I brought in. The comp was bad. The comp probably should have won. I needed everything to go exactly wrong for me to lose, and everything did go exactly wrong. But regardless, if you have a comp where everything can go wrong and you lose, then it's a bad comp. So I brought in a bad comp because I was trying to get ready for stream. That's the truth of it. I forced the comp. But I'm still kind of bitter because it needed so much bad luck to lose also. So I'm bitter, but I take responsibility for rushing it, but I'm bitter. Because I should have had a 10-0. We were fighting SSA today, and I won all of my fights against SSA, and then I lost against I think it was Aurora, I don't remember the name of the deal. Please use Van Cliff. So Van Cliff's actually not ruined, bro. Unfortunately, I've just never found a viable use for him. I was using him in TOA Hell for the longest time, and then I finally realized that he makes TOA Hell harder. He makes it look really cool when you run him, but he actually does make TOA Hell harder. Since I stopped using him in TOA Hell, I clear the levels faster and more reliably. So, yeah, I just can't find a use for him, man. Not a use. I mean, I can find uses, but not a use that's not a gimmick. You know, I ran a gimmick guild offense team with him for a while, but it wasn't a good offense team. It would lose a lot. Stuff like that. No, I've never done a TOA Hell guide, Jose, because I don't do all of TOA Hell. I do just enough to get the Devil. If it's an easy rotation, I might get the LD scroll, but that's about it. This one could be a loss. If I don't reset that Ryu, I might lose. I went kind of quick here. Got the reset. Cool. Chumming, I would be shocked if we got any of those things because it adds complexity to the game. At this point, I feel like the game is already really intimidating for new players, and Come To Us is trying to make a push to bring more people in so the game can sustain. And so for that reason, I would be shocked if we got anything that added more complexity. Oh, that Darien did work, man. That Darien did work. Do I lose here? Maybe. He's got slow. Let's go here. Yeah, that's kind of the point. Artie's added a huge level of complexity, and I like it, but I'm a late game player. And you know, if you're an early game player coming in, it's just a lot. Dude, why do you got a despair stun? I lose. Yeah, I can't defense break now. Break. Oh. Yeah, but no attack left. Now I lose this, right? Yeah, I lose this. I'm in Apocalypse. So Braden, I'm in Apocalypse. We're actually ranked 4 right now. We were ranked 3 last season. Definitely does require JSONs to get in. He did 1v3, Kyle. He did 1v3. Favorite LD Nat 5. I mean, of the ones I have, Juliet. And that's mostly because Julienne's the only one that's really good. Like, Cadiz and Beelzebub are both good, but Julienne is really good. Definitely in a different tier than the other two. Most of the others, Pontos is okay. If you're playing him in certain types of comps, but I don't have the LDs that really match up well with him. I don't play turn 1 CC, and even when I've messed around with turn 1 CC, I've just never had any kind of success with him. And when I've faced him, I've never had any difficulty with him. So I don't know. I feel like Pontos, I mean, he's a speed lead. He's a speed lead support that doesn't heal. I have Volantis, Bob. That's true. So Volantis would be my second or third favorite of the ones I have. My win rate with him is not very good. Again, because I don't play turn 1 CC. So like my win rate with him last season was 48, 49%. My win rate with him this season is probably about the same. He's also part of the thing with Volantis is with Juno and Hagang being on basically every team, Volantis gets so countered by them. So you really have to be building a team around Volantis, which is something that I haven't done. So he's Volantis is arguably the best of my LD5s, but he's just one that doesn't fit my account and my more my playstyle. He's one that doesn't fit my playstyle super well. He's arguably the best of them. But Julienne is the one that fits me best on the whole. I should have gone S2 there, right? Yeah, I probably should have gone S2 there. Aros does not get another turn sweeps. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay. Julienne's the light vampire. Oh, I needed to change teams. That's not good. Alright, we lose this one also. That was just because I didn't change teams. Okay. Well, I should have had 23 there. I should have had 23. The last one was just me rushing through it, but... Alright, let's see what we get for summons. One LD scroll. So most wanted by far is Tian Lang. Second most wanted would probably be Ragdoll. You could make a case that Ragdoll would benefit my account and playstyle more than Tian Lang, but I just feel like Tian Lang is so OP. I would absolutely love Artemil. I mean, my preferred playstyle is always going to be turn 2 Bruiser. That's how I enjoy the game. So any monster that's going to be really strong and fit into that make is who I'm looking for. Tian Lang, honestly, he pairs better probably with turn 1 teams, but he would also be really useful for turn 2 teams. But yeah, I think Ragdoll probably fits my account better. Leona would be amazing as well. Yeah, Leona would absolutely be amazing for me. Asima, no. I mean, Asima's OP. I would use her a lot in Siege, but She's very much a turn one play style monster, and most of the time these days, you see Asima work best with Nephthys, who I don't have anyway. Shocker! No spark. Ooh, I'm shocked. Yeah, Lucifer and her type would be among my most wanted, not for RTA, because I probably wouldn't use Lucifer and RTA at all, and her type would be limited. But for PvE purposes, because I do still really enjoy PvE aspects of the game, I would love Lucifer and her type. Chris, anywhere from 1,500 to 3,000 crystals a day farming. Braden, I wouldn't run a comp with Leona specifically. I would use Leona as a 5th pick force ban, or a 5th pick like kind of hard decision that people have to deal with. Yes, I do, Iron Scares. Oh, Premium Pack 2. I thought you said Daily Pack 2. I think you mean Special Pack 2. Or Premium Pack 2? That's the LD scrolls. Yeah, I mean, pretty much LDs are how I progress in the game. So that's what I look for is LDs. Anything with LDs. Let's see. Thoughts about Lucifer. Hey, I didn't know you were pushing for Arena, but for Legend Arena, but huge good luck with that, man. Have I tried a fast bio Cadiz? So Iron Scare, I actually haven't tried much with Cadiz at all. I pulled him at the end of last RTA season, and I haven't built anything really for this season yet. I was kind of messing around with Oliver, who is completely busted. But I haven't actually built my team yet for RTA. Last night I was screwing around with 5 Vampire RTA. Not possible. Literally not possible. Only if I like dropped all the way down into Fighter. We just lost every match. Plum Dog, because I'm not free to play. I buy packs to farm, basically. That's why I don't worry about things like rune packs and immemorials, because I buy packs to farm, and then I buy the packs with the LD scrolls and try to summon LDs. Don't succeed most of the time, but this past year I have succeeded a lot more, obviously. So, first 2,000 scrolls I had 1 LD5, last 1,500 scrolls I've pulled 7, 1,100 scrolls, so slowly catching up on rates. Alright guys, we are on Alex's account, probably not going to be, I don't know if this is a stable team or not, so let's go ahead and just run Trikaru. Probably not going to be able to remember to farm that much, I'll do my best. Alex does have over 200 re-apps, so we're just going to pretty much rotate through the runes right here. I've been running Giants. Okay, I'll switch you up when that one's done. Alright, so we have got 215 re-apps, and if you look right here, we've got 17 slot 6s. If you look right here, we've got 34 slot 4s, and then here we've got 16 slot 2s. So I can see from that we're probably going to be, I can see from that we're probably just going to hit everything that's not usable. Standard kind of like rules apply where I will basically not want to hit, I might have just figured out which monster lost an artifact. Hang on one second, because my Steel Fortress team just failed twice, and Steel Fortress normally fails like once every 1,000 runs at most. So I think the monster that lost the artifact was on Steel Fortress. I was trying to figure that out earlier. I think it may have been Wind Girl. What's her name? Ling Ling. It may have been Ling Ling. I knew I took an artifact from somebody. Not Ling Ling. I don't think it was Cadiz, was it? It was just maybe really random rare RNG, because it normally does, it fails like at most once a day usually. No, Cadiz has his stuff. I don't think it was a route. Okay, that's just really random fails then. It's failed twice in 20 runs. It normally fails like once a day. Alright, so here we go, guys. We'll open up a little bit of betting for you guys, I guess. 200 re-apps, though. Man, maybe we're not going to do betting today. We'll do betting when we get to like 100 re-apps. Aiming for all account improvement on efficiency, so even if it's not violent. So Alex, Are we live, guys? Okay, cool. So, PC did crash. I might have found the culprit. I pulled up the bot and it crashed. So, I'm afraid to pull the bot back up. Let's get the music running here again. Yeah, I have no idea. So, I mean, these problems all started when I was forced onto Windows 11. That's the first issue. I absolutely hate Windows 11. But I don't know if the culprit is the bot. I don't know. I have no idea what the culprit is here. But we're not going to reopen the bot for today because as soon as I open the bot, that's when we had the issue. Let's get Alex's window back up. Yeah, I don't know if the issue is optimizer or bot. I have another PC that's newer. So the actual chronology here is when I started doing YouTube more seriously, I bought a newer PC. However, my older PC has Photoshop on it installed on the computer. The newer PC, Photoshop is no longer installable on the computer. You cannot purchase it. You can only get the subscription, which is like absolutely miserable. It is so slow. It's hard to use. So I had been using the other PC, the new PC for streaming for a long time. And then when I moved, I decided to switch back PCs because I couldn't stand dealing with the subscription-based Photoshop. It wasn't even about paying the money. It's like $20 a month, which pisses me off anyway. But it wasn't about the money. It's paying $20 a month for a worse program. So I went back to the old PC so that I would have Photoshop, and that's why I'm using a slightly older PC. But now the old PC has been forced onto Windows 11. Windows 11 is even worse than the new Photoshop. And so I might just try going back to the old PC. I might try going back to the new PC and see if that solves this issue. In the meantime, we are going to work our best to get some really big re-apps for Alex, starting with this rune, which we're not going to start with this rune because it's actually not a bad rune. Alright, I am going to risk opening up the optimizer because I do want to be able to see your stuff. Alex, do you have a JSON you can send me, bro? I don't know what it is. I tried looking it up, Sam. I tried looking up how to roll it back, and it was like really complicated. I was going to lose a bunch of stuff. They made it really difficult to roll it back. It's theoretically possible, but it's not. I could do it. I mean, like it can be done, but it's like a 2-day project, or it looked like it was going to be a 2-day project to me, so I just didn't. But it's actually more of an issue for me for work. Because what happens is it's all about the taskbar. There's some stability issues because it crashes, and then there's issues with the taskbar where you can't see what you have open. So when I'm working, I work on 3 monitors. I typically have 15 or 20 windows open. Sometimes it could be 10 spreadsheets, and navigating between spreadsheets is such a pain. And then on top of that, just remembering what freaking windows I have open. Sometimes I'll be working in a Word doc, I'll minimize it, and then I'll not know it was open for 2 more days, and then I'll see it open, I'll be like, oh, I just missed a deadline. Like, it's it frustrates me. Really frustrates me. It's that one stupid little thing about not being able to expand stuff on the taskbar is the most obnoxious change Windows has ever made. What do they call it? Combine items. You no longer have expand items. You no longer have the ability to expand open applications in the taskbar. From a productivity standpoint, from somebody who spends all day working on their computer, it's absolutely brutal. And then it does, like I said, have some stability issues, and it seems to run way slower. I don't know if it eats more memory or what the deal is. It's not the worst of the Windows operating systems, but I think it's probably third worst behind Windows 95 and Windows 8. I would even put Millennium ahead of it. Cool, Alex, I've got it loaded up. Let's see if we can bring this here. Okay, cool. You can do this. We've got your JSON here. I want to just go rune by rune. With 200 re-apps, it would be crazy to try and search for the runes, but we are just going to load everything up. I'm going to get everything loaded up in case we want to look at a rune. That was the main thing, is in case I wanted to look at a rune. So this rune right here, we can pretty much see we've got 2 here, 1 here, 1 here. It's a solid rune. You just regem the attack, and it's pretty high efficiency. This rune is quad grindable. You've got 1 into attack, 2 low rolls into defense, 1 into speed, so that's also solid. This rune right here is... I feel like the 14 crit rate is really useful on a Bio Slot 6 attack, but this could definitely improve. And with 200 re-apps, I wouldn't have a problem putting 3 re-apps into this. And then obviously we're going to cap at 3 re-apps on anything without an 8. In this case, we're going to cap at 2, because I like that 18 crit damage quite a bit. Generally high efficiency. It does suck that it has no crit rate, but the efficiency on this thing is through the roof. So now you can just slap in speed and then try and make up the crit rate on a slot 2. This is just a much more efficient rune right here. Lacking the crit rate means it's not an OP rune, but it's more efficient. This right here is actually just a really nice target. So we've got, we're missing rolls all over the place. It has no speed. Resistance runes generally are more useful these days. There's actually a better side, but not a usable rune. With the innate, we get to put 5 into it. Of course, we don't want to put 5 into it. We want to put 3 into it. We want to be done right here on 3, and ooh, are we done? It's not terrible, because you figure resistance are support runes. We got 2 into speed, 1 into HP. That's a max roll. You gem in the defense percent. We're not quad grindable, but that's, the attack percent doesn't matter as much on an efficiency rune. On a resistance rune. I feel like we're probably done with this. Because you said you're looking for general account improvement across the board. So when you tell me that, it means that we don't have to chase perfect runes, we just have to chase good runes. So I feel like we're done with this. I think we just gem in defense and it's a usable rune right now. Alright, this one is very solid, 24 speed, we're not going to mess with that. 19 speed on 28 attack, that's a solid rune right there, that's a solid rune right there. That is not a solid rune. But, do we want to do a lot of defense slot 6? I don't know. We're going to do 2 re-apps on this only, because it's a really bad rune. The 24 accuracy is nice, but this isn't a usable rune. So, well, we'll do, it's got an 8. Actually, it's got an 8. So we'll do the normal 5, because it's got an 8. It's technically more usable. It's not good. It's more usable. This actually could be a Fang rune. If you gemmed HP in here, 0 speed, because Fang doesn't need it. Well, what am I talking about? Crit damage. Never mind. I have no idea what I'm talking about there. Ignore that. Okay, this is actually not bad. This is not bad. The 19 crit rate, this is usable now. Gem some speed over the resistance, grind the flat defense. Lacking the HP is not ideal, but it's usable. It can land somewhere. Definitely better. Not OP. We still looking for that first OP rune, of course, but that was definitely usable. 28 defense here is nice, but on an attack rune, nothing synergizes here. Nothing synergizes here at all. Like, as much as I like this, it's a high triple, but then we have a low roll into resistance. You have to gem the accuracy out for speed. You have no HP, you have no crit rate, you just have no utility on this rune. So let's make it a much worse rune on the first re-app, and then, of course, this one only gets 3 because we have no innate. This is better. This is actually better. The thing here is you would have to gem speed over the crit rate, but here you're gemming speed over the accuracy, right? So in this case, we have 11 resistance that's worthless, we have 28 defense. Here, on most attack type units, you can figure this is worth 12% HP. So we basically have 35% in tanky stats versus 28%. This is actually a much better side. The part that sucks is having to gem speed over crit rate. It's probably not a rune we want to sit with on 2 lost, losing 2 rolls, but it is better than that side, and that's enough for Legend No Innate. This rune just lost all its rolls on the way to market. I don't know what happened here. You obviously gemmed out 1 roll. So you got 1 here, 1 here. You gemmed out 2 rolls. You gemmed out 2 rolls. So in this case, definitely a target. Oh, I mean, it's empty on both sides. That's the thing. It's empty on both sides, but the right side is 18 speed empty instead of 13 speed empty. You gem the flat attack out for defense %, and then this is better. So we'll give it one more try here. I think I accidentally. Well, I didn't accidentally. I think I went 4. Never mind. I did nothing by accident, bro. It was master plan. All by design. That was exactly what I meant to do right there. We meant to re-up this rune a 4th time and get something actually really good out of it. So here, of course, we gem in the defense %. You just put like a blue attack %. We'll put a blue attack % here. I think is perfectly fine. Hopefully we get the 9. Of course not. All right. They're blues. We'll give it one more try. Okay, we'll stop there because you're going to have lots of runes to gem. Lots of runes to gem. So even the blues have some value there. Okay, this rune, this is like a white rune. This was a white rune that Come to Us misprinted as legend. And it wants to stay white. It is fighting us. It is like, no, I want to stay a white rune. I've like looked up here 3 times to make sure it's really a legend rune. Okay, 12 crit rate. This one, is this side better? No, this side's better. 12 crit rate with, yeah, this side's better. Pretty bad on both sides, but this side is better for sure. Okay, we'll stop there. It is usable. It's not great, but it's usable, and that was 3. This is a defense rune. Blue gems and grinds, got you. Yeah, we have so many re-apps. I haven't been rushing in the gems and grinds because there's just so many re-apps. I want to put them on like the best runes mostly. Because we always run out early in the session. Dude, this is better. Not much better, but it's better. Actually, it's not horrible. I don't hate the double flat on defense here. $26 or $22, but the resistance here is useful. I like actually, yeah, because here, what do you gem out? So this one has a clear gem out, right? That was 3 or 4? I want to say that was 3, so this will be 4. Oh, if this was an HP rune, I could really make a case to keep the right side, but it's a defense rune where you need resistance less in general. The only case for this right here, again, is Fang. He's like literally the only case, though. This rune at least could be used. Honestly, neither side is usable. Neither side is usable. But here you've got a double, here you've got 1 and 1. Yeah, it's 2 wasted rolls. Neither side is usable. I mean, the thing is, though, Fang deserves a better rune than that. That's the thing. Like, you can make a use. Okay, see, like this is usable. This will work for me. Like, I'm not gonna hate on keeping the flat HP right here. This one right here is where you can actually throw in HP %. We have like a blue HP. Because again, it's not like an amazing rune. It is a really, ooh, that was nice though. That was actually really nice. Oh, that turned into a legend grind right there too. Do you have any blues? Okay, we won't grind those. That's a nice rune right there though. That's actually a pretty nice rune. Okay, 28 crit rate. Obviously, you're not you're not getting rid of this. You're just gonna make this probably. I mean, whatever bruiser wants this, they want both flat attack and flat defense. I would just go. I mean, it's only 6 defense more, but yeah, I would go for the extra defense. Just throw some speed in there. But yeah, we're not replacing that one. Okay, this is kind of ugly. It's also really hard to re-app because of no innate. We'll do 3 tries. We'll see if we can get something a little better. But I mean, these runes are kind of hard to re-app. When I say hard to re-up, it's easy to press a button. It's hard to get... Ooh. Never mind. Same speed, 12 defense. Yeah, no, never mind. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to get the rolls. It's not hard. It's rare. Rare is a better term there. Okay, this one is just a sell, honestly. Accuracy most of the time wants that attack percent sub. There's no value in wasting re-ups on that one. And then another defense rune. We've already done 2 of these. They do all have innate. And this rune's totally unusable. Now it's usable, and that's good. 1 and done. If I think any are sell. Okay. Let's go ahead and sell this one then. The defense. This is probably our best re-up so far of the session. This is actually really, really nice. This one definitely gets hero right here. Ooh, that's also really nice. Throw attack grind on this. I actually feel like, I mean, there's only 2 speed gems. They're gonna be, or speed grinds. They're gonna be gone fast. But this is thick, man. This is really thick. The only reason I'm not super enthusiastic is because defense runes have a little less value. This is basically like a Tyrannus Veligil rune because Fang doesn't need all this attack. Fang would rather have more HP here, and Fang doesn't really need the speed either. But this is like an awesome Tyrannus Veligil type rune. And that was a 1 and done, so that was nice. Let's go over to the 4s first. We'll circle back through the 1, 3, 6s. Okay, this rune is terrible. This rune's definitely a target. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, well that's a dream rune for your Tyrannus right there. That rune is like built for a Tyrannus, basically. So that's, I mean, because that rune is crazy efficient. Tyrannus is an efficiency whore. I like this side more. I mean, yeah, I like this side more. I don't like either side much. I honestly don't like either side very much because slow slot 4 HP runes, that's tough because like not a lot of monsters need. This is almost like a Molly rune, but then it's a slow Molly rune, and that's really niche. It's an LD4 for siege defense only. Didn't get any better. Okay, that's enough re-ups on 1 rune. The 23 resistance is usable somewhere. It's not super efficient, but it's usable. This is a sell. You've got it on your Vanessa, so I'm not going to remove it to sell it, but this is definitely a sell. Attack percent innate on a slot 4 crit damage. You don't re-up it, and it's just not very useful. It's not worth putting gems and grinds into. This is a nice rune. Don't use it? Okay, if you want, we can pull it off and sell it. Okay, this one just needs, this is very much worth one of the HP gems that you have stored up. And then obviously grind that out, but that's, oh, auto engrave, gotcha. Yeah, this was already a really nice rune. This, ooh, that's actually a nice cocky rune if you're building for resistance. But it's not a nice rune in general, but it's slot 4 attack. Oh, and you have a ton of slot 4s. I'm gonna hit this 1 time and 1 time only. We YOLO. We get lucky or we stop. We didn't get lucky, so we stop. Because I have a feeling there may be some slot 4 attacks with innate, and I'd at least rather be doing those than a slot 4 attack no innate. That is nice. That's what, I mean, it's not, I guess I'm probably overreacting. It's not like the best rune of the day. That's the second best rune today. That's the second best rune of the day. But that's really nice, man. No wasted rolls, triple grindable. We got the attack, crit rate, and speed that we need. That's a really solid one. That's a really solid upgrade right there. Yeah, really clean. I got excited because it came up so clean. It doesn't need gems. It just looks really nice. But, I mean, it's not like broken OP or anything. This rune's actually usable. What do we have? 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. I mean, this rune's usable. This rune's usable. With no innate, it's not worth the re-app, probably. This rune is not usable. This rune is more or less a sell. I'm not going to tell you to sell it, because someday in the future, when you have another 200 re-apps and you don't have targets, you may throw a re-app into this. But slot 4 defense, bro, the only thing we're re-apping here for is your Fang. I guess you said you have Fang. We can put 1 or 2 into it, but Well, that's a hell of a lot better than it was, actually. That's a hell of a lot better than it was. So let's just see. We got one blue left or no blues left? No blues left, huh? Okay, I'm not gonna use this. I'm not gonna use this, but that's obviously what goes here. The efficiency on this rune is busted, bro. The efficiency on this rune is absolutely busted. This is like 115% plus rune right here. And although Fang doesn't need the attack, he wants the resistance. Use it? Okay, we'll use it. We'll use it. I mean, this is just busted efficiency right here. So we'll go ahead. I don't want to use that there, though, because I don't know how quickly you're going to use the rune. It's your last grind. Same thing here. But, dude, that's a... It's like slot 4 defense. It's really limited use, but the efficiency on that is so insane. Alright, this one, got an extra roll here, kind of wasted on the resistance. This is definitely a nice target. This is a nice target. Oof. I don't like the low speed, but this is really efficient. Even though we have the wasted roll into flat HP, it would be like 110% efficiency there. So we take it just that. Plus, it synergizes super well with a bruiser type. I don't think we're done here, though, because the crit rate runes are the core of the game. So we want something a little better still. Core of the game right now, obviously, for turn 2 bruiser style, which is where a lot of siege and a lot of the game is. We'll give this like 2 extra. Crit rate runes I always give a little extra. Two here, one here, one here, but you kind of have to, yeah, no, this side's actually better. This side's actually better. We'll go to 172. We'll give it 2 more tries, and if it's not going to pop, 26 versus 27, this side's better. If it's not going to pop, I might want to come back to this one. Okay, 29 versus 27. The flat attack as opposed to the flat HP, and we gem the resistance for speed. Here we're re-gemming speed. Do we rather have defense or attack? I actually think for this rune the attack is slightly more valuable because we have crit damage innate, so it synergizes a little better. But the flat HP is way more valuable here, but we're getting 29% versus 27. The extra 2% HP makes up for a lot of that flat HP. So I think the right side on net is better, if barely. And we're going to give it one last try, just because crit rate runes are so key. And there it is. There it is. That one last try was what we needed. Okay. So, 2 here, 1. This is a triple. This is actually a triple. So, we're only going hero because we do have a lost roll in here, but it's still, this is a really nice rune. Lost roll or not, it is going to be super efficient. This is well over 100%. Well over 100%. So, we've got 26, 54% here, and then 4.5 on the crit damage. So we'll just say 58. That's 8 1/4 rolls. 58 is about 8 1/4 rolls, and then 2.5 from the speed. So that's 10 3/4 rolls, which puts this rune to about 111% efficiency. 111, 112% efficiency. So that's really solid. I'm super happy with that rune. Plus it's got the great synergy. I mean, well, anytime it's quad grindable, but when I say great synergy, it's because the extra rolls went into HP. And the HP is obviously the most important part on crit rate. And then on top of that, obviously, there's still room to grow. You can put 2 more attack here without legends, 1 more speed, and then you could regen the defense if you wanted to. So that's probably the best rune of the day so far. I would say that's likely the best rune of the day so far. And I do stress so far because we've got 171 re-ups to go. I don't think we're done by a long shot. That is our first quad roll. No, it's actually got 1 into speed, so that's not a quad roll. That was pretty ugly on that re-up. This, on the other hand, is not bad at all, man. This is not bad. It's not great. It's not great, but for Legend No Innate, I will take this. I'll take this and be happy with it. Can we get a 6 here and not have to regen? Of course not. Alright. Is this worth it? It's probably... I think it's worth it. You're just gonna, I mean, you're gonna be, oh, not bad. You're gonna be farming forever, but This is like Tessarian type rune, or Theomar's type rune, you know. Yeah, kind of bruiser rune. But very efficient rune, very efficient, lots of stats on it. Very solid rune right there. That one's solid. This one's a sell. Crit damage, attack, innate is just always a sell. That's really nice. That's solid. That is terrible. No, it's actually not terrible. To be fair, it's not. You could gem in speed, and it's a kind of functional rune. 1 here, 2 here, 1 here. It's low efficiency, and it's going to require a speed gem. We're going to try... We have 169, though. I mean, slow and steady wins the race, right? Ooh, that's better for sure. I mean, it's not for slot 4 HP. It's not, but it's better. It's better. Okay, well, you said you wanted crit rate runes. There you go. That's a crit rate rune. I don't know who needs this rune, but it's a crit rate rune. So in this case, yeah. We have some blue defense. Blue defense and blue attack, right? Do I do attack or defense here? I almost feel like you do attack here to synergize more. But man, then it's so empty on a vial rune. But defense doesn't have all that much value. I mean, it has some value, but you're better off, yeah, we do attack here. You make up the defense on the artifacts, I think. So we do that. Do we have a blue? Yeah, we have a blue. That'll work. This is a pure offense rune. It's possibly more of a PvE style rune anyway, so the attack makes more sense there. Okay, crit rate rune, no innate. This kind of sucks because the no innate crit rate runes are like, you know, harder to, well, there you go. Crit rate runes are easy to re-app, man. Crit rate runes are nothing to re-app. Yeah, we'll take that. I think we're out of speed gems already. This, honestly, you know what this could be? Is like a Leo, Helena, Jean, and you gem in the attack percentage over the flat attack and run, or this, I mean, it doesn't have to be Helena, but this could just be like anything that you run with a Leo. It's not actually a Leo rune, it's a rune that goes on something that you run with a Leo, in which case you would gem in the attack percent instead of the speed. I'm not going to gem it either way, because I think it makes the most sense to wait and see where this rune lands for you. You can go either attack percent or speed, but this is a solid one. We do have lots of defense, or a few defense grants though, so we'll give it 3%. Excuse me, 3% defense. Definitely does not belong on... okay. See, I knew we would have a better slot 4 target. The crit damage innate kind of sucks, because that's not going to help any kind of Onimusha, excuse me. But this is still, at least we've got innate, so it makes it a more viable target. And there we go. That'll work. For slot 4 attack, I'm not going to cram re-apps into it. I'll just take the efficiency play here. It'll land on a monster or it won't, but at least it's efficient enough to keep. I would probably gem the crit rate out for HP here. Because this is most likely going to land on... like a Kinky Kaki, like an Onimusha. It's solid Onimusha. It's a solid Onimusha rune. It could also land on a bomber, and in both of those cases, it was a 2 and done. I think it was a 2 and done, Alex, wasn't it? Yeah, it was a 2 and done. You know what? I'd rather put blue here, but we don't have blue. Okay. 2 here, no, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. I don't want to use the hero. I don't want to run out of gems this early, so this, because it's a slot 4 attack. But you're going to put HP here later on. The crit damage gets wasted, but it's a good Onimusha rune. It also works well for bombers. Because it's got all the stats you need kind of for the Onimushas and the bombers. So, alright, another, yeah, speaking of, that rune was an upgrade for John, but this rune could also be an upgrade for John. Let's see. That's not it. So we do a 2 and done here, same deal. This is kind of a nice... Yeah, no, it's not. Okay, there we go. There we go. It's not super efficient. It is not super efficient, but it's not bad. Here you just re-gem the defense, and it's going to be 105% rune. It's like 105% rune. I actually didn't, bro, and the icon was right here, but I was just kind of thinking of what monsters it would go to. Alright, slot 4 defense, so, I mean, we're just, like you said, improving general rune quality. That's marginally better just for the synergy, because the crit damage isn't great there. Not a lot of monsters need this rune, so I don't want to go too far with it. We'll do one more, because we've already done a couple of slot 4 defense also, I think. There we go. Not there, because that's it's a double and a double? That's not even possible. Did I accidentally re-up a hero rune? Is this... No, this is a triple. This is a triple 4. This is a triple 4 on a starting 4. That's what it is. It's a freaking triple right there. Oh man, do I want to go any further with this? One more. Every time I've said one more, it's worked, right? Yes, sir! Every time we say one more, it works. Alright. This is actually not a great rune. It's really not. The 20 crit rate is nice. The rest of it's kind of crap. In this case, I think you just gem out the flat attack for speed. It's low efficiency, 20 crit rate. I have no idea where it's going to fit. Might be an inventory rune forever, but it's 20 crit rate. This is actually a pretty good rune. No, it's not. Crit damage, wasted roll, never mind. These two stats are really good on the rune, but the rune itself is actually not that good. Now, is that like nearly... What the... So we trade 2 speed for 6 crit rate, basically. Do we want to trade 2 speed? No, because I don't think a PvE monster is going to need a slot 4 defense rune. That's the thing. Slot 4 defense, like... Yeah. So do we trade 2 speed for 6 crit rate? I think that's a fair trade. It's not a great rune, but it's a fair trade. Okay, now it's a good rune. We'll take that. We'll be happy. So here you can actually just leave it as it is. It's a great PvE style rune, or you can gem the crit rate out for HP. Either way. But no wasted rolls here. We got all our rolls in. So if you want to just chase efficiency, you gem the crit rate out for HP. If you want just like a pure offensive nuker style rune, then it's actually great the way it is. Also saves you on the need for gems. Alright, this one I think we just sell. You've already got enough slot for attacks, and I don't want to waste re-apps on it. This one, same thing. You've got enough slot for defenses. Can this be used, though? This actually can be used. We don't need to sell this. You just gem speed over the defense, and maybe it'll fit somewhere. This one's another sell. This is definitely a sell. Can we use this? No. It's got no crit rate or attack percent. 1 here, 2 here, 1 here. Well, you could actually use this. It's got... Yeah, you could use this. Gem attack percent over the resistance. We don't have to sell it. It's not good, but we don't have to sell it. And then this you just sell. Wait, can you roll this for anything? I guess you could roll this for a quad real quick. Okay, now we can sell it. Alright, slot 2s! That was it for the 4s, right? That was it for the 4s? Yeah, that was it for the 4s. Okay, slot 2s! Here we go. This is not a bad rune, but slot 2 speed is actually kind of easier to re-app even without innate, and I feel like we could get so much more out of this rune. Not like that, though. That's much more. So, gem the defense percent, that's an awfully nice bruiser rune right there. Do we stop? These are solid mid rolls, these are high rolls, these are above mid rolls. No wasted rolls if you gem in the defense percent. We lose the grind option, but the crit rate accuracy combines pretty nicely. It's a really solid bruiser slot too. And yeah, I mean you said general rune quality, so let's just go ahead and keep this one. Blue. Okay, we'll keep that one where it's at. It's a definite upgrade from where it was. Alright, this one definitely can be better. This can definitely be better. Marginally better. Marginally better. Slot 2 attack, it's slow, we've got crit damage and no crit rate. Yeah, we can hit this one. Okay, that's 3. Oh, okay. Okay, I can dig that one. I can dig that one. This one's pretty easy. We drop some crit rate in. We're not going to use the legend. We use this right here. What I like about this rune is the flexibility, because you can keep gemming this however you want. Anytime you have a little bit of flexibility on a rune, it's really nice for me. HP is not, because it's a violent monster, the HP is not a rip either. I do wish it was a little faster. Like, I wish one of these rolls had gone into speed or something, but you can use this for certain slow type cleaves, and this is pretty solid. This rune will land on somebody for sure. That's the deal. This rune will land on somebody for sure. And that's what we're looking for. If you're trying to improve general rune quality, we just want to make sure it can land on someone. That's a slight upgrade, but not a great monster. Not a monster upgrade. This side or this side. So we got one here. Yeah, this side's slightly better. Both sides bad, but this side's slightly better. That side's terrible. That's 3. Let's move on from this one. This is actually not terrible. What up, Angel? How you doing, man? It's actually not terrible. So we get 1 here, 2 here. It is missing. 1 here, 2 here. So you gemmed out something, but if we put the defense in, problem is if we put the defense in, you have the crit damage as well. Oh, that's weird, bro. So I wonder if, because I had my PC crashed again. I wonder if when the PC crashes, it doesn't show up as live anymore for people, which would actually go a long way to explain why when the PC crashes, the streams never recover. I really probably do need to change PCs. I really do need to try and change PCs, I think. That'll be the next step. Yeah, but you were on from the beginning, Alex. You were on before the crash. Hey, what up, Phaeton? Okay, so then that... Ooh. Man, why's it gotta be attack? If that was defense percent, it would be an upgrade. So here we're triple grindable, and you can even gem in flat HP. Here we've got the huge chunk of res, but it's going to be too slow with no defense. It'll never land on a support that way. We got to stay on this side. All right, last try on this one. Last try on this one. Give us something more functional. That's more functional. That's much more functional. You gem the speed over the resistance right here, and then I'm going to put I'm sure you would have known what to do, but we'll put this on just so you know. It's not a good rune. Obviously, it's not a good rune, but gem the speed over the resistance, and it's a viable rune, because flat HP on a slot 2 can be really useful. And I don't want to put more re-apps into that one, so we'll move past that one. This one's not bad. I think this is like a nice Fang style rune already. I probably should, Joe. Yeah, I think it might be time for an updated progression guide. We even gave that link out earlier today, so it's a good suggestion. Okay, that's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. That's a quad. Or there might be one in flat attack. It's either a super low quad or a pretty low triple with a really low double, a really low roll into flat attack. However, it might be better because you can gem in 10 speed technically, right? So we're trading like the 10 attack and 9 accuracy. We're trading 2 attack for 16 accuracy. 2 attack and 500 flat HP. But this is kind of a nice, this can work as a bruiser style rune. It's not a great rune, but it can work. Okay, this, come on, bro. You started us off so good. But we keep this. We keep this because the 28 roll here now is really nice. This is actually really nice. So we do keep this. You're gonna gem the speed over the flat attack. So we'll go ahead and just drop a grind on here so you know where. You gem the speed over the flat attack, and what this is actually like is a Camilla style rune. This is perfect. It's a perfect rune for Camilla actually. Max flat is no, the max flat is 21 or 22. I thought. Not positive though. You could be right. I thought it was in the low 20s though. All right, this is actually not a terrible rune. So one here, one here, one here. We do have a lost roll though. It's a double into accuracy. And it has no speed, so let's see. I gotta look that, now I'm curious. Now I'm actually curious if it is 20. I thought it was low 20s, but I am definitely not sure on that one. You could be right. Alright, so we got the speed, the accuracy goes up, the defense turns into resistance, the crit rate goes away. I think this side's a little better for us. But this side is the win. Hands down, that's much better. I mean, it sucks. This is a double right here, and this is a low triple. No, I'm sorry, because we got one here. So this is a max double. This is a max double. We lose a roll in the accuracy, but you can re-gem the attack and gain half that roll back. This is very nice and efficient. Very nice and efficient. Good enough speed. Good enough speed for like high base speed style bruisers. So you just re-gem the attack right here. That's actually a very solid one. Yeah, that's a very solid re-up right there. All right, we're still kind of waiting for that first amazing re-up. Well, I don't know actually. That crit rate rune was really nice, but we haven't had that just like oh my god moment yet. We've had several really strong ones, and I think we've gone through a lot of runes for the amount of re-ups we've done. But we haven't had the amazing one. So we fit exactly what you said. You said you wanted to just raise general rune quality. That's what we've done so far. Is we've raised general rune quality. We've probably done 30 runes, but we haven't had that amazing one yet. Probably done more than 30 runes. I don't know. We've gone through a lot. This one doesn't want to pop. All right, last try. Last try on this one. I thought it was going to happen. Do I do one more last try? I feel like this one's not gonna happen. What up, Better Each Day? How you doing, man? All right, one more last try. I got a bad feeling on this one. Yeah. All right, we're gonna move past this one. We're gonna move past this one because slot 2 attack is kind of niche. That's too many re-ups into more of a niche rune. I can't see which one is highlighted now. Where am I? Where am I in the list? Alright, 15 crit rate. Let's just check if that's done. It was this one. Okay, so we're here. We're gonna move past that one. That's a good target with the speed. Too many runes to do. There's too many runes to do. That's actually a very minor upgrade. Very minor upgrade. Too many runes to do to like do too many re-ups into one. What up, Laurel? How you doing? Laurel with the super sticker. Dropping the hype. Laurel, thank you very much for the super sticker, man. Really appreciate it, bro. How you doing today? Okay, that will work. That will definitely work. So here we're gonna drop a defense gem. Okay, we're out of those. So here we just drop a defense gem. This synergizes like crazy. This synergizes like crazy for a support unit. This is actually worth this right here. I know it's not super efficient. Like, obviously it's not super efficient, but the synergy on this, like this is built for a Lulu or a Riley or something like that. All that extra flat HP. It can also land on a Scoville. Monsters that have no need for crit rate, for attack and stuff like that, and all that extra flat HP is actually pretty juicy. So this is actually, to me, this is a really, really nice rune. Even though the efficiency is crap. I know the efficiency is crap, but this is just a really nice rune for its functionality. Yeah. This rune kind of sucks, but do I really want to do slot 2 defense, no innate? I really don't. We'll do same thing I said before. One time only. It improves or it doesn't. In this case, it did not, so we're gonna move along. Yeah, Molly also. I mean, that rune just works for so many units. So not every rune has to be efficient. Synergy definitely trumps efficiency. In this case, ooh, that is nice. That was a nice one and done. Defense on an attack percent rune, kind of but we got the speed, crit rate, crit damage to go with it. If this was HP, this would be amazing. But this is still a really solid rune for me. I like that rune. That we don't need to do anymore. Alright, this one has innate. We can do this one. Crit damage, yeah, the crit damage is kind of like Yeah, if the defense was HP, that would have been OP. But, okay, see, now this is pretty not bad. Kind of, sort of, maybe, yeah. Is it better? It's better, because the accuracy fits, and the crit rate's better than the crit damage, so it's definitely better. But we lost the HP now, so... Ooh, yeah, this side's still better. I don't want to go too far. This is the last one, because I don't want to go too far in these defense runes. Okay, we'll take that. We'll take that and be good. Definitely not putting your legend speed in here. So obviously just drop a grind, drop a speed gem over the accuracy. Again, not like the most OP rune of the day, but definitely usable. That's actually a very useful Tyrannus rune because his or Veligil, they both have kind of lower base HPs, not like super low, but they have lower base HPs and they both scale off of attack as well as defense. So the flat HP is really useful for them. The resistance not as much, but it's a nice kind of like slow defense scaling attacker type rune. Okay, this rune right here is garbage. And now it's not garbage. It is not good because you have to gem out the resistance, but it's not garbage. And for a one and done, that's good enough. So gem the resistance out here. This can go either crit rate or HP because it's slot 2 attack. It's gonna be kind of a tough call which way you go, but it kind of depends on who it lands on. Like if it lands on an Odin, you would go HP because he's got the crit rate lead and he only needs, you know, he's got kind of the Element King. And I see this going more likely on an Odin. It could theoretically go on a slow Tessa also and just go the way it is. But it's usable the way it is now. Yeah, swap will decide that, right? It went up to usable. That was the key right there, though. It became usable. All right, this is technically usable. There's 2 rolls into resistance, though. No speed. You'd have to gem out HP for speed. It definitely could improve. It did not improve on the first re-app, but all right, 3 tries and done because of the no innate. All right, that's got the efficiency. So the resistance goes up, accuracy turns into crit damage, which is good. HP grows. We actually swapped the HP and defense, and now you can gem the defense out for speed. Where you need 19 resistance on a slot 2 attack rune is debatable. Again, I think this kind of becomes Odin, Sivana, Tessarian are the only 3 I can think of because they all awaken, and Van Cleef, I guess, because they all awaken into resistance. But it's basically if you do a siege defense, resistance build, offensive style monster. In all of those cases, the HP is not bad here, and the crit damage is actually quite good. So it's got uses. It's got uses. It's not a great rune. Like I don't want to sell that off as a great rune, but for 3 and done, it's not bad. This one, I almost feel like we can leave this one how it is. It's also not a great rune, and once you put in this, this is frustrating. Okay. So this time, oh no, okay. I have no idea what's causing these crashes, guys, but I will have to get the computers changed. It could be BlueStacks, it could be the optimizer, but the thing is, like, all these programs are programs I use when I'm not streaming and none of it crashes. So I have no idea what's causing these crashes, because I don't get crashes throughout the day. I only seem to get crashes on stream. No, Plum Dog, because the bot was turned off. That was not you. I never turned the bot back on. I have no idea what's causing this, because like I said, all of these programs are programs I use like all day long, and the only time I crash is when I'm on stream, so it doesn't make a lot of sense. It really doesn't. Who crashed? Do me a favor, message me that in Discord. I never heard of it, but I'm gonna be changing PCs, because whatever's going on, I'm gonna change to the newer PC. At some point I need to buy a new PC, but they're just so crazy expensive right now. But yeah, so for right now I'll change to my newer PC. Anyway, this is my account, so let's do this. I wasn't even farming. I was all, yeah, I don't think I even remember to restart the farming. Here we go. Let's do that. I don't know if, could it also be because I'm running 2 emulators? Maybe, it could be BlueStacks. I could change from BlueStacks to Nox. I don't know. I have no idea. But I do know that we were on Bioslot 2, and I do know I need to turn the BlueStacks on, and change the BlueStacks to BlueStacks. There we go. Alright, we were on a slot 2, sorted by default grade. Which one did we just hit? So we did that one. We did that one. So it was this one. We may have lost a re-app, bro, because I had just hit re-app. Did you guys see what the re-app was before it crashed? Yeah, I could do that through, I could do that for remote desktop as well. The problem is that one of the computers is my girlfriend's computer, so like she's on it right now. In which case I would wind up needing a third computer, which is what I need anyway. I need a newer, better computer. Hadn't hit it yet on your side, so I'm pretty sure we lost a re-app. I did hit it on my side, and I didn't see what came up. As soon as I hit the re-app, it crashed, so I have no idea what came up, but it's you know, it's a tiny bit better. 69 attack. Should we just take this and keep it because it has 69 attack? I don't know. Alright, no, 16 speed's better. This last one, because it's a defense rune, the 16 speed is at least 16 speed. 16 speed or 17 crit. 16 speed. It's the defense flat synergized with all. Rip, man. I hate leaving a rune that's like, this feels like not really usable. It's so barely usable. But, okay. That's enough. Slot 2 defense. We're just going to move past. We're just moving past it. Alright. Oh, by the way, Plum Dog, I wanted to message you, bro, and I couldn't remember your Discord name. So, Plum Dog, just so you know, I posted this in Discord and on Social Post today. Your re-app session is scheduled during the Siege tourney. I don't know if it's going to be impacted on days if I don't finish my attacks. So, like today, I actually took a Siege loss because I was trying to get my attacks in before stream start, and I can't do that in the tourney. I can't rush my attacks like that. So on days that the tourney is going on, if I haven't finished my attacks, the streams are going to be impacted. And I just wanted to warn you of that. I don't know if yours will be impacted or not, because I don't really know what it's going to look like. So I wanted to warn you if you want to reschedule. We definitely can. If you want to just kind of play it by ear, we can do that as well. I'm good with keeping it how it is, just as long as you're aware that there's that risk that it could be impacted. What up, Naher? How you doing, bro? Why can't you say anything? You left us hanging. You said I can't say anything, and then you just left us hanging. Yeah, Ace, crash again. Alright, so I think we still have 130 re-apps, but you told me that you want to raise general account quality, not limited to violent. So for the ones and threes, I feel like we're going to go innate only because there's still despair, we're probably not even going to do Swift because you don't raise account quality. I mean, you raise account quality with amazing re-apps on Swift, but not with normal re-apps on Swift. So, but we still have Destroy, we still have Will. Alright, cool, man. I appreciate it. Then we're good where we're at. So for these, that's a nice rune anyway. But for these, we're going to leave these alone unless they have innate. So I'm not even going to look at the runes. I'm just going to try and ignore it unless it has an innate that's actually a viable one. This one's a solid rune. No innate there. We can always circle back on these later, too. That's kind of not bad. It's not great. It's not a bad target either. What is this here? So this is one roll here, 2 rolls here. No, this is 2 rolls. This is a double and a double. Okay, this might not be a terrible target. Oh, that's weird, bro, because I searched for plum and it didn't pop up. Oh. Yes and no. It's actually 15 speed. 15 speed is just, and that's like a blue. It's basically a blue rune. Like if you just roll every blue rune with speed, you can replace that in a day. And this is legend with accuracy. It's legend with the best innate available. We can skip it if you want. I see this as a good target because accuracy is the best innate of all of them, and 15 speed is not like hard to replace. It's 19 only because it's grinded. Okay, cool. So it's a triple into resistance. This is a useful rune. If you regem the speed, this is a more useful rune than this. If you regem the speed right here, you can make this, 12 speed with hero stuff with 22 res, where this is, so you lose 7 speed, but then you gain a ton of HP, and it's synergized. I'll leave this one up to you, but I'd probably take this and keep it, to be honest, even though it's low efficiency. So this is a triple into the resistance, so it's a really low triple. But if nothing else, I take this and re-app it, or I take it and keep it. But I'll leave it up to you, because I know you were looking at the speed. Okay, cool. Alright, let's hit it one more time, see if we can get something a little bit cleaner. Okay. One here, one here. Now this is still better. You're still losing 2 rolls either way. This is quad grindable. But this has all the synergy. Let's just keep that. We'll move. This is still same argument I made before though. This is like a premium target. We're gonna give it one more try because it's such a premium target. Okay, I think you'll be happy with this one. So I think we'll take this, and we no longer have wasted rolls. So you can either put in attack percentage, and it's a premium 0 speed rune, or you can regem the speed, and it's a premium bruiser rune. Would have been amazing if this was attack percent, but this is a near max double. This is near max. This is near max. This is like basically starting at 93% efficiency. This is like starting at 96%. This is like 96% efficiency rolled, I think, because you're missing a quarter. You're missing a 6th, and you're missing a 7th, and you're missing an 8th. Quarter, 6th, 7th, 8th, so you're missing, I don't know, 0.6 rolls or something? Yeah, it's like a 96, because once you regem, this is like a 96% efficiency. Holy crap, this is better than I realized. This is like a near perfect rune. Dude, that rune's freaking nuts. Now, the only thing it's missing is the ability to get the extra grind. That's where it falls off. It starts perfect, but then you lose the extra grind. But that rune, that's nuts just on like the actual roll basis. Okay. That rune's really nice. We don't need to mess with it. That rune's actually... no innate, but that rune's actually pretty nice anyway. I told myself I wouldn't look at those. Okay. See, this is like the same as that rune, but minus 2 rolls. Also a premium target. Now we have a better version of this rune, so that allows us to try and re-out this. So this is a double and a double, but the resistance is completely wasted, so you're stuck with the flat HP. So that other rune is just a better version of this rune. This is technically better. Because the 27 attack and 4 crit damage is so much more than 18 crit damage. You do lose the crit rate. But this is still technically better. This is still technically better. '27 attack, is that like your, where do you stand on attack? Is that your highest now? That is your highest. Next, oh, it's your highest by far too. But it's like, you gem the resistance out, so you lose a roll, and it's min rolls on the crit rate crit damage. Still, generally speaking, we've got tons of targets, and you always want to keep your highest in stat. You always want to keep your highest roll in stat. So even though the rune is kind of limited, I think the smart play here is to move on to the next one, because it may be limited, but it's unique. At the moment, anyway, you have nothing higher at the moment, so we'll keep that and move on. This, it lacks all synergy. Okay, that's not bad. That's a low triple. And that's a max roll, and that's a max roll. That's not bad. Same kind of issue here. It's only double grindable, and the resistance innate doesn't play well into the rune, but 19 crit rate we're obviously keeping no matter what. So it's the same thing. You have the option to gem in speed or attack. So many 0 speed runes is kind of tough. So this one may wind up being... Actually, the other one may wind up being gem in speed. I don't know. You need to find that balance between some 0 speed runes is actually not bad to have. Too many can be a challenge, but having some is not a bad thing. I can't tell you how many times I've struggled finding slower runes to make a build because all my runes have speed. So it's not bad to have some runes with no speed. But in the meantime, this is 19 crit rate, so we're keeping it. And the accuracy does synergize well. And then this is not a wasted roll, which is important. Okay, let's see here. So we're a little further on. You would re-app that, bro? I would re-app it on my account, but what Alex said is that he wants to raise the rune quality on his entire account. So even though we have a ton of re-apps, it makes sense to me to re-app something that's worse than that, because that's no longer like the worst rune on his account. We'll have better targets. Like this rune already is worse than that one. So it would make more sense to me to be re-apping this one, which is worse. See, like this is already better. We do lose a lot here, but it's still significantly better. That started out really nice. But if you regem the speed here, now the 22 HP is better. Okay. That was 3. We'll give it the 5. We'll give it the normal 5. That kind of sucks. It looks pretty, but it's actually not. So this will be the last try on this one. Okay, we'll keep that. That's just a max triple because there's a roll into HP, but that's higher than a lot of quads. That's higher than a lot of quads on accuracy. So it's a max triple with a wasted roll into the flat HP. But a very clear gem out target. Obviously, the crit damage is the clear gem out target. So even then, you know what? You could almost make the case for keeping the crit damage because of the crit rate innate. But no, I like this. Just immediately strikes me as a Ciara type rune or something. This rune could go a lot of ways, but this strikes me as like a Ciara rune. You gem the crit damage out for speed, or even attack, because Ciara doesn't have to have crazy speed. Yeah, that's solid. That's solid, bro. Okay, where was that one? That's there. Yeah, I would assume that's probably, I mean, I have like maybe 1 or 2 runes on my account that can reach that level of accuracy, and I think they're both quads. 30, I mean, that's a max triple. The only thing wrong with that rune is that the extra roll went into flat HP instead of going somewhere else. But 32 accuracy on a triple is higher than most quads. Alright, this one, let's see. We have 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. This is a double, like a super low double into accuracy. So this is legend, right? Yeah, okay. This is a solid target as well. Oh man, 1-1-1. This side's better, because you can gem out either the Ac or the Res and make it triple grindable. Either way works. Could still improve a little. Could improve a lot, but... Okay, yeah, that'll work. We'll take that. Kind of sucks here. This is a solid double, and then whichever one of these you keep. So in this case, I probably gem the accuracy out and keep the crit damage just on the efficiency play, because the accuracy is 1.5 rolls, and the crit damage is a hair under 2 rolls. So in this case, I probably just gem this out for HP. I know it sucks to gem out the roll here, but then you're triple grindable, and this plays great with a crit rate rune. Like, this will be super synergized for a crit rate build, like a Vigor type monster. Yeah, I think that's really solid right there. Okay, that is a terrible rune, but I said nothing without an 8. Nothing without an 8. I see these runes, I want to re-amp them, but yeah, this is such a better target right here. Max accuracy. Oof. Okay, see this again. Now you gem out the resistance. It's a really slow rune, but it's crazy efficiency with 17 crit rate. It works on high base speed monsters. It doesn't obviously work on a low base speed monster, but this works on a high base speed monster that you're building to 239 tick. So it won't be like an RTA rune for you, but it could definitely be a siege level rune. And then the triple grind, high efficiency. Even though you lose the roll here, because this is a near max double and this is near max, this is a solid rune. So you told me to go ahead and gem the other one, so we'll go ahead and gem it for you. Let's see, we got the HP here, right? Yeah. Solid on the 11. We're not grinding that. We will grind that. And then yeah, this one, same deal. If we're talking about just raising general rune quality, because we can speed chase on 1,000,000 runes, this is just a really efficient depth rune. It's nothing amazing, it's just an efficient depth rune that lands on a siege offense style build. Siege offense on a monster with a high base speed. Like, this could be a good Carcano rune, for example. This could be a great Carcano rune. It's got all the stats he needs. By the time you're done gemming and grinding it, even with the lost roll, this is 105%, 110% rune. It doesn't look like it, but if you add it up, you got 1 roll here, just under 3 here. So just to give you an example, like let's say you regem the attack and you get, you know, just hero stuff. So you get 16 attack, which is 9 plus 7, that's 2 rolls. 22 HP is a hair under 3 rolls. So you're at a hair under 5, this is a hair under 6. 3 rolls here makes it a hair under 9, and then you're gonna get 9 speed, which is a roll and a half. So that's 10.5 rolls. This is 110% rune, even with the lost roll. Of course, that assumes again that you regem this with hero and you land 9 and stuff. But this rune can be 110%, great synergy for a Carcano style build. This rune is like either celery. I can't help it, man. I have to do one of these mess runes. I have to do one of these mess runes. Is that better? That's got to be better, right? Okay, yes, we didn't waste the re-up. It's a teeny tiny bit better. It's a teeny tiny bit better. Okay, let's move on to the 3s. Okay, we're looking for innate only. Exactly, bro. Exactly. that was kind of like more me explaining for like people on stream, because I know a lot of times there's people who question like why I would re-app a legend innate and then keep it when I'm gemming out a roll. And so I always kind of like to explain a little bit like it's not really about what you have right now, it's about what the rune looks like when it's done. You can start with 100% rune, but if it has 4 non-grindable stats, you also finish with 100% rune and probably lack synergy. And it, you know, when we've got hundreds of runes to re-app, then if you make a 110% rune with 17 crit rate, you stop there and you move to the next target. Because it doesn't matter which rune hits 30 speed, it only matters that a rune hits 30 speed. Okay, in the meantime, this one right here, that's a great rune. That's no innate. That's got innate. I like the resistance here. I actually feel like this rune synergizes pretty well. I think you just gem HP percent in here again. Now this is one, like right here, you're losing a roll here, and you're losing half a roll here, but because the resistance rolls are so high, this is a really good Lulu Riley Siege Depth style rune. This will never reach RTA level, but I don't know that we need to put re-apps into it because it's a usable rune already. So going back to that whole thing of raising general account level, I feel like this rune's good enough already. This rune, this is triple grindable with a full roll into resistance. We lose half a roll here, we lose over half a roll here. But this is a double into resistance, so this is blue. So this is not as good as the rune we just passed, even though it has the same kind of concept and it has the same synergy. It's missing an entire extra roll. Now this is solid. This is really, really solid now. That was a nice re-up. So this does not get legend, so this needs a defense. This needs a defense gem. Obviously we're out of gems and grinds, so this will need a defense gem, but this is real solid. The crit damage here is very useful because you have the crit rate innate. So you pull in the full synergy here and you're triple grindable for lots of efficiency. We got a double here, all mid rolls. You got one roll here, kind of low, but still, you know, it's on the low side. And then you've got one roll here that's just on the low side, but this is still 110% rune when it's done. 108%, 110%, something like that. Okay, that was this rune right here. This rune, crit damage with crit rate fits. The double into HP, you gem speed over accuracy. So what's this look like? If you gem into speed over the accuracy, this is a solid bruiser rune, but the double into HP kind of hurts. Like, I accept losing one roll. I don't like losing two. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, bro? With the accuracy rolls. That is sexy. Okay, do we have HP left? We do have HP left. Dude, that was nice. That was really nice. So it kind of sucked gemming out the crit rate, but I mean, yeah, it's the right play. It's just hands down, it's the right play right there. 18% HP is 2.5 rolls, or 2.25 rolls, versus 5 crit rate is less than 1 roll. So the crit rate synergized really well with the crit damage, but this is going to go with a crit rate rune style build anyway. Again, this is a vigor style rune. Super, super efficient. Accuracy is awesome. This could also go with like on a CR or something like that. Crit damage is wasted on the CR. It's not on the vigor. But yeah, I mean, it's the right gem, right? It's the right play right there. Alright, this rune just lacked it. Bro! Bro! What is up with this? What is up with this? Okay. We got one left here. So this one, it's actually not as good of a rune, to be honest, because we don't have the triple grind, right? But 26 accuracy, you just keep. That's all there is to it. You just keep. Man, we've had a lot of themes. Like, I think one of the themes last night on the re-apps was defense, but I don't think I've ever had an accuracy theme session before. This is kind of crazy. That's the third monster accuracy sub rune I've seen. Alright, this is better, right? Yeah, this is better because it's quad grindable. Low double in the speed, low roll in the HP, and actually low rolls in the flat. But quad grindable means this rune's already over 100% if you were to keep it as it was. We'll go only one more because it's actually a usable rune right now. Oh, the 18 res is so low. I actually think the left side with the quad grind makes up for the low rolls. So we keep that there. Do we have any blue defense ones left? Well, we don't. Okay. So same deal. Drop a blue defense. Drop a blue defense gem here. This is another siege depth rune only. It's nothing amazing, but it'll crack 105% with just hero stuff. You know, we're only looking at hero gems and grinds. It'll crack 100% pretty easily, and it's a nice support rune. The extra flat HP is helpful. You get all the support stats you need. Crit damage becomes wasted. That's the only thing. The crit damage becomes wasted, but that rune's a mess, but no innate. No innates. This one's got innate, but it's also got 21 speed, so we're going to leave that one how it is. Just gem the resistance into either higher resistance, HP flat, or accuracy, depending on who it's on. That's got no innate. And that's it for the slot 3s. Let's move over to the 5s. Oh. That's not a bad rune. It's not a great rune, but it's not bad. We got 1 here, 2 here, and a lost roll. But if you gem attack percent, see the thing with this rune is if you gem attack percent over the defense percent, it synergizes much better. In this case, and I know you had some blues, it's already grinded, so I'm not going to change it right now, but this is what I would do once you've got the grinds back again, because we're completely out of grinds. Well, actually, you got some attack grinds. It's on Sabrina. I don't know if it's on Sabrina for a reason. Yeah, no, I'm not re-apping it. I'm telling you that you should actually just gem attack percentage over it. It makes it a better rune. You give yourself more synergy here. The defense percent doesn't really fit as well with the crit rate as the attack would. Certainly not on Natalia, but then Natalia doesn't need violent. Okay. Let's do that. There we go. That'll work. Yeah, slightly better. Slightly more synergizing. Wait, where were we? Oh, that was a hero? I didn't even know. I lost the rune now. That was on Talia. Oh, that was here. Okay, here we are. Okay. Looking for innates only. Defense innate, we're not going to hit, and it's 20 speed. Crit rate innate. Crit rate innate. Speed, defense, res. Yeah, this is kind of a pretty good target. 1 here. 2 low rolls here. This is kind of a good target. Especially crit rate innate is nice on slot 5. This is already a little better. Little better. Triple grind, but the crit damage just synergizes better. This is double grind, but it's just more synergized. Is this another one of those runes we just move on from? That was 4, right? Last try. We're not going to get oversunk, especially in a slot 5. Accuracy Knight, but in this case I like the crit damage more. It fits with the crit rate. I hate leaving a rune that's like completely... This isn't completely unusable, but it's... For a slot 5, it's rough. It's really rough on a slot 5. Let's do one last one. Okay. That's not good, but it is usable. It is absolutely usable. So here it's just quad grindable. This is, it's not going to be like super high efficiency. I thought we had attack gem. Oh, it's HP we need. This is the last HP gem, right? So let's figure out if this actually justifies using our last HP gem. So let's say we get 9 here. We would have 32, 41, plus another 21 from grinds is 62. That's 8.5. Oh yeah. This is well over 100%. Quad grindable. I got the 7, but still. It's slow, but it's over 100%, so it's a solid depth rune. When this is done, you'll be, let's see, 14, 19, and did we max that one? Yeah, so 14, 19, and 26. So it's 33 and 26. You have 59. 59 there is just under 8.5 rolls. Then you get another roll and a half here is 10, and this is almost a roll here. So this is like actually 115% rune. It's not the most synergized rune ever, but just on the pure efficiency, again, this is like a Carcano style rune because you've got that 112 base speed. You'll fit this on like, you build a Carcano to 239 tick, something like that, and it's going to be really, it's going to be useful. It's going to be useful. It's got like crazy high efficiency, but it won't be like your best rune because it's slow, but it is a rune that you can use on certain types of builds. Definitely a big upgrade from where it was. Alright, that's got no innate. Also 32 attack was nice. HP innate we're not going to do. 4 accuracy, but this is not bad. This is not good and it's not bad. So you got 2 here and 2 here. Probably just got to gem the attack percentage over the crit rate. It's going to be a tough rune to use. It's a really tough rune to use, but it's not worth a re-up. It's going to go, you actually probably gem HP percent over the crit rate and you fit it with a crit rate rune on a bruiser style build, I think. This one's just a sell. We're not going to re-up this with HP innate. You're not going to waste gems on this. It doesn't really fit together, so that one's just a sell. Oh, wait. Ooh, this is a good target, right? We got 2 here. What's the grind here? So this is a super low double and a pretty low double. You can't gem out the resistance, so it's relatively inefficient, and it's got the innate. I think this one's worth hitting. So you can gem out the crit damage here for HP. You can also regem the speed. If you regem the speed, you gain most of the speed back, but it doesn't make sense. Yeah, so if you gem the crit damage out for HP, we're trading 3 resistance for basically 2 rolls. That makes a lot more sense to me. Oh, almost. Oh, that's kind of ugly. No wasted rolls here. Here we're actually gemming out a roll, but these rolls are all so low that I think we still wind up with more stats on this side. Because in both cases, you're gemming out crit damage. So the question is, do you want 10 speed, 12 defense with HP? 10 speed, 12 defense, HP, and crit rate? Or do we want 22 defense, 6 speed, and resistance? So the thing is, most resistance build monsters need really high HP. I think the crit rate has more value. We give up a fraction, we give up a little bit of efficiency. Because in both cases we're gemming out a roll and this is lower roll. So we give out a little efficiency. But the only monster that this makes a ton of sense for is Fang. This is actually an OP Fang rune though. The 15 res with 22 defense and you gem in HP. So the left side is like Fang only. Maybe Tyrannus. The right side gives you flexibility. The right side's not a great rune, but it works in more builds. The left side is probably a better rune for the builds it works in, but it works in fewer builds. I think I would go left side. I think as I talk myself through it, I would go left side. I think the left side is going to wind up landing on monsters. You know, it's gonna land on Fang or Tyrannus basically. Those are the only monsters that really. No, the resist. It's actually only Fang. It's legitimately only Fang. This is like it, because Tyrannus doesn't need res, Veligil doesn't need res, most other monsters need HP. If they're gonna run with res, they need HP. So this is like Fang or nobody. This side works on a lot of builds, but you sacrifice sacrifice efficiency, and then it doesn't work on like offensive units, because you're not gonna gem attack percentage and put it with the defense. It's gotta be HP that goes over here. So this is like a medium efficiency bruiser build, and this is Fang. That's pretty much where I see it. I value flexibility because of the optimizer, and plus we don't know what other Fang runes you have, but Fang is pretty versatile in terms of the builds he can accept. I go this side. I'll leave it up to you. I gotta say, in all the re-app streams we've done, we haven't had one that had this many like really tough choice toss-ups in a while. It's usually been pretty clear cut. This is one of the toughest, I think, choices I've seen between the two. Okay, he says right it is. We're gonna go one last one and then we'll stop here. That's more Fang. This is still the better. Okay, let's stop there. It's a usable rune. That was enough re-apps in it. It's a usable rune. This is a cell, right? 13, yeah, this is just a cell. I'm not gonna re-app that. That's a good target. That's a real good target. Total garbage rune. Crit damage innate solid. Oh! Oh! That's not bad. That's not bad. I'll take that all day long. No wasted rolls. Pretty good starting rolls here. 16 speed, 15 crit rate's a win, man. That's a one and done. No agonizing on that one at all. No agonizing on that one at all. That was pretty easy. This one's not bad. This is not bad. It's not great. It's not great, but I mean, the only reason it's not great is because it's slot 5 and we won't get the quad grind. But the crit damage works. The crit damage works with the attack, so this gets HP. We're out of HP gems, but this gets HP, and this is a really solid, again, just bruiser style builds. This synergizes well with the slot 4 crit rate. Again, it's Vigor, Ritesh, all those bruiser style monsters. They benefit from, because the thing is, when you build a monster on a crit rate slot 4, he has 50 crit damage. So this crit damage now is giving him an extra 20% of the crit damage that he has. Like, it has less value if you go from 130 to 140 than if you go from 50 to 60. So there's one monthly pack that gives re-apps, and then of course there's other packs that include re-apps. But there's only one there's only one pack that's specific for re-apps. And then this is just a cell, which is what you can roll it. Alright, so that's it for Bio. Now, here's my question. I think I answered my question. Let's do Destroy first, because you don't have many. And I'm sure you're going to be much deeper in other sets. So let's start, because Destroy is a very meta set right now. That's not a great rune, not a bad rune. That is Legend, right? Yeah. One here, one here. Yeah, this is probably a pretty good target. It's probably a pretty good target. This is probably a really good target. This is probably a really good target right here. I said, let's do Destroy first. Bro, it's our first 21 speed of the day. There it is. That's... Dude. That was like one and done. Did we have Legend here? I knew we were going to have Legend. I knew we were going to have Legend. Alright. Now, do we regem the defense or the HP for, excuse me, the attack or the defense? I think it's pretty straightforward. We do the attack. And I love when we're on like a set like Destroy and we have all the gems and grinds we need. That's a beast right there. That's a beast of a rune. That's an absolute monster of a rune. Dude, that one is sick, man. The only thing we can say is it would have been nice if the crit rate rolls were higher, but dude, that one is freaking sick. That's such a nice rune. Alright, this one I don't think I'm going to bother with. This could be re-upped for Fang, but defense, no innate. I don't want to do anything with that one. Destroy, actually, this could be like a Theamar style rune. It's garbage rune right now, so it's worth putting a couple into it. That's already better. Oh no, I think we just do one more, because this is usable how it is. Never mind. Yeah, we'll do that one more. That was it. I said we just do one more. Yeah, we'll just do one more. Alright, let's make this 19. Let's make this 23. 22. Alright, 22 is fine. AC, I started at 6:30 Pacific today. 6:30 Pacific. Alright, we'll stop there. That's a really nice rune. That's a really nice rune. You could technically gem the accuracy for crit rate. You'd actually, from an efficiency perspective, because this is 1 1/4 rolls, and 9 crit rate is 1 1/2. So even though you're gemming out a roll, technically if you put in a legend crit rate, you can actually wind up with the same overall efficiency. But I'll leave it there right now because accuracy can be useful as well. So it depends on the other subs. The monster awakens into what the monster awakens into and all that. All right, this rune right here is missing some stats, a lot of stats, right? So we got 2 there, yeah. He's missing a lot of stats. Okay. Well, it's faster, and it's better because it's faster, and it's basically missing the same stats. So when you said not will, so will has become less meta for Siege. Destroy has become more meta. While you still need will, you do now need Destroy, Revenge, and Nemesis in Siege, and also in RTA. Will is fading a little bit out of the meta because everything freaking strips these days. So will runes are still really important. Maybe probably still the second most important, or probably the most important offset. But all of us have been farming and re-apping and gemming and grinding will for years, and most of us have not done as much with the other sets. So the reason I went Destroy here is because Alex wants to raise the general quality of his account again, and Destroy to me at that point makes more sense because that's where most of us are weak. Like on my account, I've stopped looking so much at the Violent and the Will because I'm strong there. I need to be focused on where I'm weak and not where I'm strong. You know, what is it? You're only as strong as the weakest. The chain is only as strong as its weakest link. That type of thing. All right, do we keep this? I almost feel like we keep this. I almost feel will isn't completely useless. It has its place, but it is much less useful. Much less useful. And because that's where most of us are deeper. Like for me, that's actually a legit problem on my, or a legit, I don't know how you would say it. I don't want to say weakness on my account, but it's an imbalance on my account. My single strongest rune set by efficiency is will. My will runes are better than my violent runes, and my will runes barely get used anymore. So it's actually made my account weaker because will is less useful, and those are my best runes. Fortunately, my Destroy runes are also pretty strong because of all the will runes that I farmed, but I've never been re-apping Destroys, so my will is still going to be stronger than my Destroy, if not by much. Yeah, exactly, John. Plus Riley, you know, it's hard to go into Riley teams unless you have Destroy. Siege defenses, you're building them to... You're building your siege defenses for longer fights, and Destroy adds up. I mean, Destroy just plays a bigger role right now than Will does. Adam, so Will is used less because pretty much everything strips or one-shots or whatever, like, kind of what we were just talking about. If it's going to be a long fight, then the Will doesn't give you as much value as Destroy or Revenge or Nemesis does, and if it's a short fight, then the Will usually didn't matter. Alright, do we keep this? I think we're going to go one more, and we'll keep it otherwise, because it's not a bad rune. It's actually not a terrible rune. So we're going to keep this. We're going to change this into defense percent, if we can. If we can, we cannot. Alright, so when you get a chance, you're going to change that into defense percent. This, because the thing is, I value flat HP on HP runes. I don't value this crit damage a lot. I really don't. But there's no innate here, so I don't want to dump a lot of re-apps into it because of the lack of innate. And it is a 20 speed rune, so I feel like we're pushing if we try and get something much better than this. It's a depth rune, is all it is. Alright, boy, your account really does love accuracy, bro. Your account really does love accuracy. Alright, then this would have been a nice target, but it's already a solid rune. We don't need to mess with that. Okay, let's see here. This is garbage. This is garbage. Ooh, this is intriguing. This is an OP Camilla style rune. I think we stop here again because of the no innate, right? Drop a speed gem in. Just drop a speed gem in when you can. It's not a great rune, but it's a usable rune. Yeah, it's a user. This also would work on a Theomars, for example. This would be a solid Theomars rune if you're building him slow. It would work on a Camilla. It can work on a handful of monsters, so I think that one's usable. This one with the attack innate, this is actually kind of usable the way it is. You're not going to re-app this for sure, so this one you're just going to throw some attack percent in, I guess. Sorry, defense. You're going to throw some defense percent in because the attack's innate, and then just use it how it is. Certainly not going to re-app it though. Okay, this one, this is super, super efficient. Really slow, which sucks, but super efficient. It'd be crazy to re-app that. Just because destroy slot 2 attack is going to have pretty limited usage to begin with. So if you're going to find a use for it, the use is going to come due to the efficiency, not because it's slot 2 attack. If this were like slot 6, I might have considered a re-app, but not on slot 2. Alright, and then this one has no innate, so we'll skip that. We'll take a look for innates over here. Ooh, not rolled. That's a... This one you roll, because it can still quad roll speed or crit rate. We're not going to re-app a slot 1 with attack innate. Yeah. And then that was it for that. Okay. That's a nice target. That's a nice target right there with the crit rate innate. Is that better? That's better because of the synergy, but it loses so many stats. It loses so many stats. This gains most of those stats back. The only thing that sucks is the 4 roll right here. If this was a max speed roll, this would actually be really nice. You gem in the defense percent. It's a super thick bruiser. Like, this is actually a siege defense rune, but we just needed a little more speed right here. It's going to be hard to build off of an 8 speed rune. Alright, we'll hit it one more time. It had great synergy. Oh, hey. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Again, we're missing a roll. Well, not missing a roll, we're missing a grind option, right? The accuracy here sucks, but 28 res we keep. 28 res we keep. I think you just gotta put the speed in here and you'll find a use for this. Definitely not... It's not where we wanted the 28 res to land, but a 28 res rune we keep. So you just put the speed in here. There you go, bro. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got it, man. Of course. Alright, 22 accuracy. This one again. This one you just gem the HP in. Yeah, you just gem the HP in here. It's got enough synergy. It's not a good rune. I mean, it's not a good rune, but do we want to spend 15 re-apps on a rune that's usable, or do we want to go hunt for a rune that's not usable? So this is solid enough the way it is. You'll find somewhere to put it. Alright, so we did your destroy. Let's see. Let's take a look at your despair or your swift. What do we have about 70 re-apps left, right? 65. Okay, let's take a look at your despair. Yeah, there's not a lot of runes here, so let's hit the despair first. We'll probably finish with will because I'm expecting. Okay. That's not bad for slot 6 attack. That's not bad for slot 6 attack. I'm feeling like this is Antares and RTA, bro. This is like Antares and RTA, in which case you put in HP, not speed. You put the HP in over the flat attack or the accuracy. Would we rather have 60 attack, which is about 8%, or 7 accuracy? I think we'd rather have the attack, right? You can get accuracy on artifacts, you can't get attack on artifacts. Do we want this as a 0 speed rune? So what despair monster would need a 20 crit rate, 12 speed, slot 6 attack? Because most despair monsters are more often AoE CC style monsters. The only monster that comes to mind right now would be a Charlotte, but she'd need a faster build. My thought here, Alex, the accuracy definitely goes. The accuracy definitely goes, but the question is, do we do speed or HP? Do we make it a 0-speed rune? I feel like we make it a 0-speed rune because I can't think of a single... there's so few despair monsters that want slot 6 attack to begin with. Like, let's just come over to my account real quick. So the only 2 monsters I have on... Well, I have an Iris on 6 attack, but that's just because of the stats. Apparently I needed to grind that one. But that's just because it's 26 speed and it's got some HP through subs, and I don't think this is like my best built Iris either. So yeah, I mean it's Charlotte, that's it. And like this is just kind of, this is a TOA build, nothing I care about, and this is a TOA build, nothing I care about. So the monster that makes the most sense, the only monster I can think of that really wants that slot 6 attack is Antares. Yeah. Did I just get a legendary? It's probably a legendary artifact. Wind Barbarian King, he's got to be faster in that build. The 12 speed that we can gem in is not going to be fast enough for that style of build. Same thing, you could argue for like a Chung if you could make the accuracy through subs, but he'd have to be faster and he'd have to get accuracy through subs. So yeah, to me this is HP. This is HP, 0-speed rune. This is an OP freaking Antares RTA rune right here. Because Antares only needs 70 crit rate to begin with, so this rune like seals your Antares to where you can just dump in so much efficiency on the other runes for him. Chung Pong on fast. I run Chung Pong on fast despair, but in arena offense. And yeah, that's it. Arena offense. Alright, this rune actually could be super useful. I wish it had a name, man. I really wish this had a name. I'm gonna do 2 on it because slot 6 despair resistance can be useful. Okay, that's actually, we're good with the 1. It's not great, but it's, I think, good enough. This will work for like, we just had to get a little bit of speed onto it. I want a defense gem. We got a defense gem. Yeah, this is good enough to just, like, because you're going to have the occasional build like a Rika or somebody that'll want this. There's not a lot of need for this, so we don't need to put a lot of re-apps in it. We just had to make it usable. What up, Raider? How you doing, man? That's good enough. Just having it there is good enough. And then that's hero, so we're done. Okay, that's a pretty nice target right there. Is that better? That's a little better. Who with the despair resistance? The one that comes to mind for me is Rika, because I run my Rika on a slot 6 res. The crit damage is not very useful there, but generally speaking, Rika doesn't need a lot of stats. She needs to be tanky with max resistance and accuracy. So I get, because she awakens into accuracy, I get the slot 6 res, I get the accuracy through subs and through artifacts, and then I just build her really tanky. Rika's also usually not built that fast, so that's the main monster that comes to mind for. But there are some other monsters probably that you would put on a despair resistance build. There's not a lot, but it's just useful to have that one. Let's see here. That's not bad. So in this case, we gem the crit damage for speed. Yeah, I don't think my Reek is even 225. I think my Siege Reek is 225 for tick. My RTA Reek is like 210. She doesn't have to be fast at all. Just she has to survive. Alright, yeah, so right here we just put in the speed. This is like almost like a Rika room. Super tanky. Yeah, no, Rika should be on despair. Rika should be on despair. Those despair stuns are just so crazy disruptive. And she has a built-in bio on her turn 1. So, I mean, the only way that you really benefit from a Rika on bio is if you go turn 2, cycle into turn 1, cycle... Yeah. I definitely prefer her on bio. But, you know... Okay, that's solid. More than one build works. It's just a preference. I prefer her on bio. This rune... No innate, but... Yeah, I think we leave this one alone. The 26 defense is nice. The crit damage is wasted, but no innate. We're speed chasing if we re-up that. And speed chasing is not our goal for today, so we leave that one alone. This one, however, is hero. Wow, your best rune in slot 2 is hero. Okay. So then we're not gonna re-up that one. And this one you can roll for quads, but it's pretty much a sell. A short of you quad roll, actually that's not true, because Antares again, right? Antares can really love this rune. If this rolls high efficiency, Antares loves this rune. Is Despair trigger? Despair triggers on the first non-glancing hit. It's a yes or no on the first non-glancing hit. That's not super efficient, but that could still be an Antares rune, depending on how it rolls out. Can you tell I don't farm giants? Yeah, I mean, neither do I, bro. Neither do I. Alright, we did slot 2s already. We're done with 1s, right? Yeah, we're done with 1s. We'll take a look at 3s. And that's the whole reason we went to these sets first, because I figured there'd be fewer runes. Okay, that's a target. That's the legend, right? Yeah, that's a target. Okay. Good enough for slot 5. Not great. Not great. Yeah, it's actually really not. Okay, no, it's good enough. I don't want to do a whole lot on Despair slot 5. I want to make them usable. That's not worth it, so we'll skip that. Okay. So we did your Destroy, we did your Despair, we did your Violent. Alright, next question, Alex. What is your focus? Is your focus RTA, Siege, general account progression? Because that's going to determine where we go next. Is it Arena? Because like Swift runes don't actually have to chase speed. Anything offensive on a Swift rune can be great. If we roll, like let's say we re-app on a slot 1, 18 attack, 12 crit rate, we gem in the speed, it's an amazing AO rune that's tuned to somebody. So we can do Swift if Arena is your focus. We can do Revenge and Nemesis and Shield if Siege Defense is your focus. We can do Will as well. I'm just kind of working on the assumption that the Will's probably less worth doing because we have 113 of them. So the odds are your Will quality is much higher than these other offsets. If RTA is your focus, then Will makes a little bit more sense. Going for mid or late or C3 to Guardian and all content. So I just kind of gave you the breakdown. Is my RT gameplay cleave? No, definitely not, bro. I absolutely hate turn 1. I hate playing turn 1. I am doing it right now, just to get the experience because I've never done it, and I'm not really enjoying it. It's just not my preferred playstyle. Which 2A skill should I take for the event between Vigor and Lulu? Between those two, I would do Vigor, especially if you're focusing PvE, because Vigor is useful PvE, and Vigor has cool time in his skill ups. Lulu's skill ups are all recovery, and that's all mostly used for PvP. Vigor's cool time is really important. I would love to push an RTA, but I can't cleave, and I don't think I have great turn 2. I mean, we re-upped a bunch of pretty decent bruiser runes. None that were fast, but a bunch of pretty decent ones. What do I think about Oliver? Oliver is the most broken monster in the game since I've been playing. And I started after Molong and Ganny were broken, so I don't know if he's as broken as they were. But he is stupid broken. It's ridiculous he hasn't been nerfed yet. And I say that as somebody who summoned him a couple of weeks ago. It'll suck for me when he gets nerfed, but it'll be great for me too, because he's messing up the game right now. He's literally in every RTA fight. He's beyond imbalanced, and he jacks up the entire game balance. So it's way overdue for him to be nerfed. Okay, so... Yeah, John, you can actually use Vigor in GB12 also. I had an early Vigor team before the dot teams, an early GB12 team before the dot teams that used Vigor there. You can use him in Dimensional Predator, you can use him in quite a few places PvE. Alright, so Alex, I think once we go into Will, we're not coming out of Will. That's the deal right there, Alex, is once we go into Will, there's so many targets that we're not coming out, and that's why I was staying away from it. The other thing is, as we discussed, Will is generally less useful. Now, if you want to push turn 2 RTA, you do need the depth in Will. We already did Destroy. There's nothing else other than a triple Revenge Verd and maybe like Revenge runes for your Juno, stuff like that. So Revenge would probably be the only other set I could think of. You're not going to use much Nemesis and RTA. So we could kind of do either Revenge or Will. So if Siege is the push, then you could do Shield as well. But if you're going from C3 to G1 Siege, you don't need to worry about that. So I would say let's do Revenge and then finish on Will, unless you want to do some Swift in between, because the Swift can really help. The Swift can really help quite a bit for your arena offense. Gassi, my best RTA finish is G2. I spent most of last season in G3, but I fell out at the end. All right, so let's. Do you want to do Revenge or Swift first? Because Swift will probably eat up a fair number of re-ups. It'll give us some good gains for arena offense and possibly for siege cleaves. And again, not every rune has to be speed chased, but we do need kind of more specific stats on Swift. So we could do Revenge just to help you get like a better triple Revenge Bird and Revenge runes on your Juno, or we could go straight to Swift. Okay, perfect. So let's start on the 6s and make sure that we've got legends. Okay, we do. This is actually a pretty good target right here. HP slot 6. This is actually is this a good target? Yeah, this is a good target. I like the 16 speed, but let's take 15 speed, 10 crit damage, same thing, but the accuracy now is useful and the defense can be gemmed out. So that's already a tiny upgrade. Still like this side more. Does want to give you accuracy today. Even slower, but now we have the efficiency. This is actually a pretty solid Bird rune if we're thinking in that context of Vertihile. And the left side's really not very functional, so even though we lose the speed, this is a much more functional rune. Got one here, double into crit damage. With the crit rate innate, it does synergize. We'll just drop a flat defense here. This is actually a really nice rune. I mean, it's the crit damage on slot 6. You know who else would actually work with this? Revenge Diana is a thing. Revenge Diana is actually a thing now. Like, I see more Revenge Dianas than Will Dianas. This is actually a really nice Revenge Diana rune. I don't know that I believe in Revenge Diana. I don't know that I believe that that's the correct build for her, but it is a thing. So I think that's probably fine. That's super efficient though. It's super efficient. It was a solid re-up. That we don't need to touch. This is garbage, but no innate. We'll skip that. And this just needs a gem. Well, that's the next thing. You're gonna summon it. You're gonna summon Diana. Nah, definitely not Nemesis. Okay, nothing on those. All right, crit rate rune. Oh, see, this is the rune right here. This is the rune that makes your triple revenge bird. Even though it's got some stats right now, it's missing a roll. This is where we want that big, juicy quad grindable. That's not quad grindable. Oof. That was 3, right? So we get 2 more. We get 2 more on this one. Alright, this rune does not want to pop for us. Yeah, this rune does not want to pop for us. Dude, that sucks because that's the rune, man. That's the rune we want to be doing, but I did 5, so we're gonna stop. Is that a cell? Yeah, that's it. Can you gem in speed there and make it usable? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Not legend though. Okay. This one needs a speed gem. That one's fine. That's a target. Is it a target? Yeah, that's a target. That's a target. No, Ace, you need to win your next match and get to 69.69. Gassi, the main LD5 I use in RTA is going to be... see, this sucks because Revenge Slot 1 doesn't really go on many bruisers, but I guess if we're still thinking about Revenge Diana, if we're still thinking about Revenge Diana, this is not bad. This works. You probably just... I don't know if I put the, if I regen the speed or put the attack percent in. It could be either one, but I think we do keep this. There's no wasted rolls here. It's very efficient. Gassi, the main LD5 that I use is Julienne, and then I use Volantis to counter CC teams. Okay, that's it for the slot ones. That's solid. That's got defense innate, HP innate, and 2 there, 1 there, 1 there. There's no wasted stats there, so that's probably not worth re-apping. I don't even know if I want to do Revenge 5 unless it's just amazing target. That's quad grindable already. That's quad grindable. We just throw that in there. This is a really nice rune, actually. That one was nice. Gianna only gets you into C3 now, man. Like every match from C3 up has a Gianna. Every match from G2 up has an Oliver. That's seriously, it's insane now. It is absolutely insane. Okay, we did the 6s already, so that's it for Revenge. Let's take a look at Swift. Start with the slot 6. That's such a bad rune. Such a bad rune, man. Yeah, Alex, I told you, that was a nice rune. That just needed the gems and grinds. Yeah, it's the 8-year scrolls, man. Oliver's so broken, that's what everybody took. What up, Jesus? How you doing, man? Alright, let's try this a little bit. It's such a bad rune. Is that better? Tiny bit better. Tiny bit, but it's a Swift room, so it doesn't really do anything for us. Alright, we're gonna stop on that rune. No innate, it's not worth it. This defense, this is just speed chasing. That one's just speed chasing. Yeah, well, not everyone, because G3 is only 300 people, but there's 300 people with Oliver. That's the real issue. That you sell. I mean, I know you're speed chasing with those, but I sell those. Oh yeah, Oliver has to be nerfed. It's just a question of when they'll nerf him. He should have been nerfed before. I believe they didn't nerf him because they wanted people to buy the scrolls and try and get him. That's the only reason I think he didn't get nerfed last patch. Oh, that's actually not terrible. That's not terrible. I mean, for a Swift rune, it's on the slow side, but that's not bad. It's really not bad. Are you on grinds? Not enough. Okay, we'll leave that one mute. That's not bad at all, man. Okay, here's the rune. Here's the rune. Gassi, if your opponent picks Oliver, yeah, Zing, Zay, and Antares, exactly it. That's exactly it. Alright, that's usable. For a Swift rune, that's probably good. Just put crit damage here. Izu, I mean, you can buy it cheaper using Amazon coins, or if you don't have access to Amazon coins, you can use Huawei App Gallery. You usually get it for between $80 and, between $80 and $100. I can't tell you if it's worth it because I don't know your personal budget. I can tell you I bought it. I can tell you a lot of people bought it. But but I can't tell you it's worth it. I can't promise you that you're not going to get like 8 dupes or anything like that, right? So I can only tell you what I did for myself. That kind of sucked, but that's a usable route. That's a usable route. What I can tell you is don't spend money that you don't have. So if $100 is more money than you can comfortably spend, then don't do it. If you could comfortably go out and spend $100 on dinner, then, you know, that's a different thing. The day before the buff was announced? Nice, man. Huge congrats on that. I just sell this. It's nice to have you know what? Alright. See, the thing is, this is speed chasing. This is just a sell. Because if you're going to speed chase, that's not the room to speed chase on. You'll have more targets to speed chase on. That's the thing. Is this? Yeah. Somebody mentioned it on another stream. I haven't seen the team myself, but I've heard about it. Oh, baby! That's sexy for a Swift rune, man. That is sexy for a Swift rune. Bro! That's a win. That's all you need on your Swift slot, too. That's one of the best re-apps of the day. That's everything you need on your Swift slot 2 right there. Well, there you go, Izu. If your wife would kill you, don't buy it, man. That's your whole answer right there. That's your whole answer. I mean, I got Oliver out of mine. Bro, yeah, that one was nice. That one was nice. Okay, Swift slot 1, default grade. This rune's already awesome, man. This rune's already awesome. Yeah, this just needs this. There you go. Almost re-app that. That's an awesome AO rune right there. Again, that's everything you need. Crit rate, crit damage, attack, accuracy, and speed. This one's not as good. What do you think, Ace? Regem speed and keep it, or is it not worth it? That's a quad crit damage for 23. That's a quad crit damage, but it's 23. With a min roll attack and a near min roll HP. I mean, we could also put crit rate over the HP. It's got the synergy. It's 12. It's 2 rolls missing on it. 35 is a full quad. It's missing 2 full rolls. This is barely a double. It's barely a double. Yeah. It's not enough because the attack you're missing. Like, if you look at this one, well, no, this side's better. This side's better, barely. Because you can gem in 9 crit rate, and it's a 5 speed difference, but yeah. Okay. Alright, this game really wants you to be accurate in your stuff, man. This game really wants you to be accurate. This feels like a Daphnis style rune, man. I think 29 accuracy on a slot 1 Swift you keep. Yeah. The only question here is if you put crit rate over HP or regem the speed. That's actually kind of a toss-up, because it's going to be slow either way. I want the crit rate, but the thing is, if you regem the speed, you're committing to legend gems on this, because 3 extra speed's probably not enough. 1 or 2 extra speed's not enough. Like, The HP is worthless, so if you regem the speed and not the crit rate, ah man. This one's tough, honestly. This one's tough. See, I would go crit rate, but I'll take Ace's word on this. I'll take Ace's. Ace is the Swift player. I'll take Ace's. I'll take Ace on this one. I'll take Ace because to me it's kind of like a toss up. See that's the risk right there. Vlad, I use this type of rune on arena offense. So here, let's just show you. I'm sure I have runes that slow on my Poseidon. $14 speed. There you go, Vlad. 14 speed slot 1. Very similar style rune. Crit damage instead of accuracy. That one's 20. That's 11 speed on the slot 4. That one's 20. 26, yeah. So yeah, I've got 2 slow runes on Poseidon. Probably Samoth has some like that as well. 21, 25, 21. Okay, Samoth 15. There you go, 15 on the Samoth. But yeah, I think Ace is right. You do need to get up to that 12 or 15. Yeah. Yeah, you do need to get to the 15. Even though I hated leaving the HP on there, but I think the speed was necessary. Alright, so that'll work. Oh, that's what's missing. Let's grab that. Alright, no innate and no innate. Let's take a look at the 3s. Ooh, that's a nice target. Ah, but that's on your Ikaru. Alright, we'll leave that one alone. We'll leave that one alone. I don't want to mess up your Trikaru. That's probably usable. I think here... Because I don't want to... I mean, I don't mind re-apping the HP innate on my account. Like, for Swift, obviously. But I think this is kind of usable as it is. I think you can just put the speed right there. And then this is usable enough. Same thing. It's like basically the same thing as that slot 1, but it's got the stats that matter for Swift. This is not usable, and it's a nice target, though. Yeah, this one's not usable. What is going on, bro? Seriously, what is going on with this? Come on, man! What is going on with this stuff now? Oh, bro. It's got crit damage innate already. I just throw a speed gem on it. It'll turn up somewhere. It'll turn up somewhere. Now, if someone would have bet accuracy tonight, there'd be no stream because they would have broken the bot. Wow. This is like grinding on my account. Dude, that's getting silly. Alright, this one's not usable. So yeah, this, like I said, I don't mind the HP on a Swift slot 3 because you don't care about that stat. Alright, well, it's not accuracy this time. It's not usable either side, but this side's pretty, and it's not usable either side, so we'll take that. This one's technically still not usable. I was joking about the pretty, by the way. This has the 12 crit rate, so you would regem the speed here. You're giving up a couple of speed, but you're gaining the 12 crit rate. That's why I took this side, by the way. Just for anybody who thought that I just trashed a rune. He had 14 speed on the other side, but you can gem in 10, so we basically gave up 4 speed for 12 crit rate. That's an upgrade on Swift. That's the reason I took this side. And then this is the same deal here. Now we actually gain, this has all the stats we need. This now has all the stats we need from a slot 3. So same thing, we can throw in a speed gem here. It'll land on some sort of tuned build. At least all the gems are landing 8. But this will land on a build that tunes somewhere. Obviously it's not going to be on your booster, but it's going to be on your damage dealer that runs behind the booster that needs the accuracy crit damage attack. And then this one, same deal, we can actually re-app this one. Swift is the only set where you can re-app with these kind of wonky innates. Because when you're playing Swift, if you get hit, you're probably going to lose. That's the whole point of playing Swift. You take turn 1 and you kill the opponent before they act. But your Swift monsters are going to need to be able to do enough damage. So they need to get crit rate, they need to get crit damage through subs, which means not every rune can be super fast. Your booster needs to be super fast. And then the rest of your monsters need a balance, because if you quad roll Swift, if you have quad roll speed on every single rune, like imagine, quad roll speed on every rune is amazing, but that means it's not possible to have more than 6 crit rate on each of those runes. You're not going to kill anything. So there's always a balance in the team. The fastest monsters have to be your boosters, and then the ones that run at like 250 are behind your boosters pretty much. All right, 16 crit damage is still better on this side, but we have wasted rolls over here. Hey, congrats on the 300, John. That's awesome, man. Okay. There we go. My Tiana's 320 plus 224. That'll work, man. That will work. I'm not gonna legend that one, but this is definitely what we were looking for right here. All right, so throw some flat HP on there. Doesn't matter. All right, so just grind the speed. That's another. We kind of built you like through these re-apps. You basically just got one complete arena offense. All right, let's see. This is not very useful for a Swift rune. It's efficient, but it's not super useful, and it does have an innate. So. Not really good on either side, but this side's probably a little better for Swift. This side, on the other hand, is much better. All right, we ran out of crit damage gems, right? Yeah, we ran out of crit damage gems. We could put accuracy here for now. You might change that to crit damage later. But this is solid. 324, not 304, 320. Yeah, I'm plus 224, so I'm 320 on the Tiana. That's the Tiana. All right, we'll give the blues right here, and then we're out of speed grids. Oh man, 12 hours a day, you're slacking, bro. 12 hours a day means you're slacking to me. Nah, 12 hours a day is really solid. I farmed a crazy amount because I farmed while I was working, so that's the thing. All right, we've moved from accuracy to resistance, which would have been nice if we did that while we were on. Never mind, we're still there with accuracy. We're still there with accuracy. Yeah, but we can't use that. We can't use that. And we're back to resistance. That was 4, right? So this is the last one. I think this is the last one. Gem in 10. Alright, one last one. Come on, come to us. Come on, baby. That's a pretty violent rune, but it's a useless Swift rune. They're both useless. Not there. Not in my chat either. Alright, one last one. One last one. Okay, it's usable. It's not good. It is not good, but it's usable. I think we might be out of speed gems, but I'm not going to waste a speed gem here anyway because it lacks the crit rate. But this could be used. This could be used. You gem the crit damage over either accuracy or... you gem the speed over either accuracy or attack. In this case, I'd probably gem it over the accuracy. In this case, I probably would put speed over the accuracy. But you may want to re-app that again in the future. It was just too many re-apps into one rune. So we're going to stop there while it's usable. If it doesn't pop up in the optimizer, you can hit it later. This one's not good. This is legend, right? Yeah, this is pretty bad. Oh, rip, man. This is, yeah, that's a rip. That's a rip. Ooh, that's a little better, though. Little better. Little better. Again, this is actually a great violent re-app, but this 13 attack versus 11, 4 crit rate. No, this is actually better. This is actually better. Not great. That was 3, right? So this will be 4. Crit damage accuracy with no attack, so it's gotta be this one. So this is our last try on this rune. Come on, baby. One time! Nothing. Alright, we did, I'm not actually, honestly, I'm happy with the Swift runes though, because we hit a couple of really big, the slot 2 speed was huge, and then we hit like 3 or 4 really big arena offense style runes, the 2 big accuracy rolls. So the slot 5s were not kind, but the 1s and 3s were really kind. So I'm not unhappy with the Swift. I feel like your arena offense improved quite a bit. Or your potential arena offense builds, I guess I should say. 2 only on this one. 2 only on this one. Okay. We can work with this one. We can work with this. We can work with this. Yeah, this is workable. That flat attack has value there. The flat attack has value. That's basically equal to like, I don't know, 6 crit damage? Yeah, well, I do know. That's basically equal to 6 crit damage. So that's like a roll of crit damage. So we get 1 roll into crit rate, 2 rolls into speed. Kind of missing, we're missing 1 roll on the rune, but it's a really solid offensive rune. So we can work with that. Okay, this, same kind of deal. All right, Alex, actually, before we go, so 9 re-apps left. Do you want me to check any of the will runes before we go? I kind of feel like with 113 will runes, if you've been farming and grinding on all of them, you know, I said this before, I feel like to improve general account quality in the current meta, we're better off not really hitting the will because your will's probably already deep enough. But I'll leave it up to you before we finish out the re-apps. I don't re-up will on my own account anymore. Okay. Let's see. Is that rune? This rune's kind of useful, but it's also kind of not. But it is kind of useful. You could technically gem the speed out for defense, gem the defense out for speed, but then you've got no rolls. The 20 attack is nice, but there's no crit rate. It's still slow. Well, now we got crit rate, but no attack. So here you have to gem the attack, and it's a 0 speed rune. There's actually a better Swift rune on that side. Okay. So here we gem in the attack percent. You lose 9 attack percent for 10 crit damage plus the flat attack. We lose the 5 crit rate, but we gain a little extra speed. So this is technically better. This is 22 speed though, right? Alright, well this is definitely better. We got the crit rate in the attack. We gem in 10 speed. No crit damage. But the crit rate matters more here. Alright, this is number 4. There we go. That'll work. Now, this is where it gets wonky. For a Swift rune, you actually could just gem the attack percentage, and I wouldn't use the immemorial, so you're not going to do it either way now. But I would probably gem the attack percentage over the flat HP here, and just commit to that offense, man. Because this is fast enough. This is like those other runes we re-apped. This is basically a pure cleave rune, right? So that HP doesn't have value. It looks pretty in the efficiency side, but the 40 flat attack makes more sense. So I would gem attack percentage over here, and you've got crit rate, attack, speed. It's what you need from this rune. That's probably where I would finish that rune. Okay, so that's it for the Swift. We did your revenge. Let's just take a quick look. We'll take a quick look at your will runes, because we don't want to avoid them unnecessarily. But we're going to look just for innates. That's solid. Actually, is that solid? Yeah, that's solid. That's defense. We don't need to do that. That's actually pretty bad, but it's defense. I don't want to do defense with the last few re-apps, so... Dude, what is up with this? I just lost another... Steel Fortress battle. That never lose on those. It's 3 in one day. Okay, will slot 6. This one doesn't synergize well. Let's see if we can maybe do something right here. That's got better synergy. Lose 4 crit rate, we drop the resistance, gain the accuracy, that's solid. Here you can actually just gem the resistance out. See, now this is a great Swift rune. This is a great Swift re-app. Yeah, I know it's HP percent, John, but you don't need the HP percent on that rune. Okay, that's a great will re-app. That's a great will re-app. Yeah, that's a solid one. That's a very solid one. That one works out well. Alright. Amelia rune, defense we're gonna skip, and then that's no innate. That's a nice rune. Even though it's not triple grinded, that's a nice rune. This one, even though there's no innate, what would you do? Now, crit rate with attack, this is actually a nice rune. This is actually a nice rune. This just needs HP percent right here. Just throw this in right here. This got great synergy. You're losing 1 grind on this, but this got great synergy. Would I put Beelzebub on defense? Probably not. I've seen Beelzebub on defense on occasion. Maybe as like a trap monster in arena defense, but he's just way too easy to counter if you know his mechanic. So like you could put Beelzebub on defense maybe in lower rank Siege where people don't know his mechanic, but once you understand how he works, he's not a good defense monster. Okay, this is quite solid. This is quite solid. That's a really nice rune right there. Kill Bub last or just reset Bub. Dude, that's actually a really nice rune. For like a no innate, 1 and done, just kind of like a last minute, let's see what we can do type of thing. That was super solid, dude. That was super solid. Okay, this one probably just needs a gem, right? We just throw a defense gem on this. Defense, yeah, defense. Yeah, I mean for slot 2 will HP, that rune I didn't check the efficiency, but it's super solid. You're low on the HP, so we use one more blue here. Okay. That's a solid rune. That doesn't need a re-up. This one, kind of the same thing. It's basically the same rune. You could re-gem the HP on this one. I mean, this one's faster. But man, it's actually, yeah, maybe we'll try one on this. We have 2 re-ups left. Crit rate runes of the game, right? Alright. Let's see if we can get one. Let's try one slot 3 with a Nate. Let's finish off with a high speed. We only got 1 fast rune today, I think, right? We got a lot of, hopefully, I feel like with the mandate of raising rune quality, I feel like this was a super successful session. We had a lot of really high efficiency runes. We didn't have anything that was super fast, though. 1 fast rune only. So hopefully you're happy with that. No crazy quad speed rolls, but definitely a lot of boosted efficiency. Now this rune right here, I don't think this is necessarily our best target. It's a target, but I don't think it's necessarily our best target. Yeah, is this a better target? This is a better target. This is a much better target. Alright, can we go out with a bang? Come on, baby. 22 speed. Oh, we can go out with a bang. Look at that, bro. That's how you go out with a bang. That's how you go out with a bang, right there. That was super solid, man. Those last like 5 re-apps, I think we hit something on 4 of the. We hit big re-apps on 4 of the last 5. We hit a lot. Actually, you know what I forgot? We didn't hit any 20 speed runes, but we hit a 32 accuracy rune. We hit a bunch of 25 accuracy runes, and we hit a lot of big crit rate runes in the beginning as well. So we actually did hit a ton of. We hit a ton of stuff. We just didn't hit the speed. All right, so we'll take a quick look. Do you have gems? See, you don't have gems and grinds. So I would say, bro, like keep saving the re-apps because there's no point in honestly, like let's say we quad roll this. Let's say we quad roll this. Like, and this is actually already a nice rune, but I'm just saying, let's say we roll 31 speed here. You can't grind it, you can't gem it. Obviously you'll use it, but I would say if you want to do an ancient re-app session, start working on farming the gems and grinds. We'll do another re-app session in the future, and that's when we would do the ancients. But to me, it wouldn't make sense to be re-apping ancients right now because you don't have the gems and grinds for it. So they're just runes that'll sit in inventory either way, and the thing is, I mean, 172 is an insane number. But you'll probably have better targets. Once you start farming the gems and grinds, you'll have better targets anyway. So we'd just be forcing them for no reason, because we'd be using them to re-app runes that you're still not going to be able to use. Alright, so that's it, bro. Let me jump off of your account. Alright, Alex, I am off of your account, man. Huge congrats on... Oh. Okay, we can end on the summons. I'm gonna have to log back in, but we can end on the summons. Oh, I don't have Discord open after the last crash. Okay. Now let's end on the summons. Let's see if we can finish with one good summon, and then we'll. So we need Tiana Poseidon. We just re-apped a bunch of runes for Tiana Poseidon. Let's pull Tiana or Poseidon. All right, Alex, here we go, bro. Huge good luck on the summons, man. Is this Tiana right off the gate? Oh, bro, that would have been insane. That honestly would have been freaking insane. It feels like it steals. Oh. You know what, Tariq? It's hard for me to knock it because I pulled Ren from the 10x summon, but generally speaking, I felt early on I felt like the rates were bad too. I still I'm not completely sold that the rates. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the rates, but what I do feel is that it's slow, which kind of defeats the purpose anyway. All boss monsters. Okay. I'm gonna get banned as a bot. I just failed to quiz like twice. I mean, we pulled a. Oh, okay. I was gonna say we pulled Jameyer last night for On Hell. Yeah, the speed of it is an issue, man. The speed of it is an issue. Like, it's just not. Oh, special summon's gone. Okay. All right, come on, baby. I saw a loading there, right? Okay. All right. All right, come on, baby. We're looking for Tiana Poseidon, opposite on 10 Extreme. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it. I hope they improve it. I feel like it's a start. It's a start. All right, man. Come on. We don't have that many. So 1 nat 5 is a huge win. We're actually getting really good rates so far. That's like 4 sparks and 20. 4 sparks and 20, something like that. Maybe 5 sparks and 20. I mean, I get it though. The thing is, 10 summons is $30. And they're afraid that, like, if they do it too instant, I don't know. I get it. I think that's, you know, they don't want to diminish the value of 10 summons. Oh, come on, baby. Come on, come on. Aw, same. I mean, those are useful skill ups at least. You know, first they need to improve the rune power up queue. Then they need to implement. I was on board with the power up queue until I actually used it. I was like, hey, it's a step forward, but it really wasn't that much of a step forward. The only thing it lets me do is plus 15 runes in the background, but because I can't gem and grind while they're powering up, it's not good. And then if I power a bunch of stuff up till 12, like you can't switch between them, and you lose track of what you powered up. They also need to reverse the buttons so that Summon 10 is on the left and Summon 1 is on the right. But yeah, the power-up queue, I just felt like, oh, see, exactly, I knew that was going to happen. The power-up queue, I just felt like it was done really poorly. Yeah, it sounded great on paper, but it didn't work. It really just didn't work for me. Come on, baby! Ow. Alright, well, we got 1 spark on the Summon 10. So the rates have actually been solid, man. If we pull 1 nat 5, this would be a beast of a session. Just 1 nat 5, all we need, bro. All we need, just 1 nat 5. Come on, Conquest. Don't be stingy. Be a Tiana right here. Be a Tiana right here. Dude, time gate is real. It's a new, it's accuracy and crit rate, Barbarian King and Anubis. But I'll take them all day long, man. I'll take them all day long. Ooh, Onimusha's. Onimusha's skill ups are good. The bot is actually broken, Tree, because my PC keeps crashing. And I wasn't sure if it was the bot crashing. I'm gonna have to try and change PCs before Sunday stream. Alright, maybe a Ren, since Special Summon is gone. Special Summon is gone, so let's see a Ren instead. That would just be ironic, right? Come on, one time. Oh, fire. Rates are solid. I don't know if any of these were skill ups you needed.
Yeah. Sorry, I was like, what is he trying to
Oh, huge grats on the Oliver, man. I'm gonna pretend you didn't say you got Teshar. But huge grats. No, honestly, 2 nat 5s and 3 is pretty insane, man. Huge grats on both. Teshar's a decent farmer. Teshar's a decent farmer. Alright. 11 scrolls left. I want 1 Onimusha and 1 Tiana. Here's the Onimusha. Okay, that's a windy skill up. That's a windy skill up. So we got the 1 spark. Now I need a Tiana to finish. One time Tiana. Come on, we got 3 tries left. 3 tries left. One time Tiana, right here, Tiana! Ow. Okay. Alright. It's pretty sick rates though, honestly, man. Okay, pretty sick rates. Consolation prize. That'll be there for 2 days for you. Alright. Alex, bro, thank you very much for having me do your re-apps and your summons, man. I appreciate it. Huge congrats, man. I felt like that was a really solid session. The summons, I mean, it'd be nice if we got a nat 5, but the rates were good. So that's it for the re-apps and the summons today, guys. I broke all my RTA runes last night. I'm also about 20 minutes late over on stream, so we're gonna wrap up from there. But dude, Alex, you're very welcome, man. I appreciate it. Huge congrats, guys. Thank you for hanging out on stream. I will be doing Rift Beast scores on Sunday. That's always a really fun stream. Hopefully, wish me luck that I'll have enough mana and I don't have to buy a hard ticket. But I'll catch you guys on Sunday. As always, guys, I appreciate you hanging out on stream. I'll catch you next time.